Welcome to the first round of the 2021 5A Football State Tournament. Rewind Sports on KSLSports.com, the Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week. Dusty Lidster and Moose Bingham. We are at Skyline High School, the home of the 2021 5A Girls State Championship Soccer Team. First of all, congratulations to the Lady Eagles. We've got to give that love. They have been all over our Instagram page all week long. But Moose, a rematch of a Region 6 game. It was 10-6. But let's first talk about these guys and what we thought from that first one. We could change here, but when you talk about Park City, it's about two names. Carson Tabarachi.
That's one name, one man, two names. I love it. Carson Tabarachi has definitely come onto the scene. He's an absolute monster. He has every college in the country knocking at his door, from Ohio State to USC to Utah to Oregon. I mean, it's been amazing thinking that this time last year he didn't have any offers, and now everyone's like, who is this kid? He's an absolute monster. And he was slated to be a linebacker on this team, but circumstances happen, and he's like, look, I can tote the ball as good as the rest of them. And Park City is pumped to have a man of that caliber running for him. But there's a lot of other kids out there in front of him. Luke Mccurdy is one of the greatest offensive guards in the state, just a mauler, and you love to watch it. He's also got a great option on the outside in Sam Alford, one of my favorite twins on this team, Max Alford's brother. But Sam Alford at 6'3" can win those jump balls, the Montana commit.
Well, I mean, we got Byers going to be throwing the ball, but also got to look out for other Tabarachi, Blake Tabarachi. He can come in around some zone read. And then when we talk about Skyline, I mean, one of my favorite names to bring up is Austin Okerwa. The kid has been an absolute beast. Here's the funny thing. He had 2 receptions in the first game for 67 yards. 60 of them came on the game-winning touchdown pass that put the game away, put Skyline up 10-0 in that one.
Austin Okerwa is one of my favorite players in the state. Very underrated. If he didn't have an ACL tear his junior year, you would have colleges all over the country asking for him. I had a local college call me recently. They're like, tell me about this kid. What's he about? I'm like, I love that kid more than anything. Another kid you should watch out for is the junior, Miles Hall, 6'3", 190 pounds, plays wide receiver and outside backer. He is a stud that will be on a college field soon.
Wiscombe to kick it away. There is a heavy wind. That ball's going to go out of bounds, so bringing the ball to the 35-yard line. And man, Coach Montenzigo has got to be happy with the field position. But again, we've got a pretty steady wind. It's heading from west to east, right from our backs, as we're calling this one.
From the immortal words of Dusty Lister, he's going to want that one back. That's about all I'm allowed to say for kickers nowadays. And that's okay.
You do listen to our phone calls. I love it. Moose is a coach, but he takes coaching.
I'm excited to see this ground and pound rushing attack from Park City. There are some dudes you're going to want to see right here, right now, as they go 5 wide.
Tabarachi goes to the top of the screen. It's Byer in the empty set. Maybe it's looking quarterback draw. No, he's going to throw. Byer rolls. Looks back near side and then fires toward the sideline. Got his man for the first down. Shows patience on first down. It's Joseph Eldridge with the catch. And actually, we're going to call it a gain of 9. So it'll be
second and one. The interesting thing is, going into the season, Coach Montezigo gave me a holler. He's like, look, I love to run the ball. Don't get me wrong. But we have a dude in Byer that can toss this rock. We're excited for him, excited to see what he can do. And I love that Park City is showing Skyline a lot of different looks right now than what they saw the first game. Skyline might not be prepared for this.
And goes shotgun and run Tabarachi off the right side. And Carson took a second to decide where he was going to go, but he has the first down. And on the carry was, I think he heard say
First down Park City at their own 47.
Bo Tate is a name you're going to hear a lot tonight. The younger son of Steve Tate, the phenomenal safety from Utah. Bo Tate was actually playing for Olympus last year. Now he's at Skyline. His family moved a little ways.
How could an Eagle let his son go to Olympus?
You never know. But
Steve repented and got that right?
Bo is a great player. He's fun to watch.
Going to give the Tabarachi off the right side. Breaking tackles, and Carson has a first down inside the 45 to the 41. Going to be a fresh set of downs for Park City.
Tabarachi is a kid. Sometimes when I start off at a season, I screw kids' names up. I was calling him Tabacary. I was calling him all sorts of wrong names. He's played well enough I'll get his name right, Carson Tabarachi.
I'll give it to Dane. Dane was the first one to tell me. He's like, hey, I got a fun one for you. Tabarachi. So that's where we've gone on the show since last year.
Dude, Carson, I've watched him work out this last year, training with Skylar Maine up at Maine Performance in Park City, and he has gotten so much better from last year this year.
And then go play action. Going to fire into the flat. Got his man at the 30, puts his shoulder down and barrels his way for a couple extra yards. It's Will McCurdy.
To McCurdy.
And that's another first down at the 27-yard line.
So if that name sounds familiar to you and you're a Park City fan, McCurdy, it's like there's a baker's dozen of them at least there. Luke McCurdy is blocking for his brother. They've got another McCurdy who's playing college ball now back east. I mean, Park City is grateful the McCurdy family moved in.
Skyline 27.
It's a very true statement. His brother was an outstanding wide receiver, was on our top 5 plays week in and week out. It's 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Tabarachi in the pistol. And they're going to give on the fly sweep to McCurdy. And he gets inside the 25. A short.
McCurdy, the ball carrier.
I want to say short gains, a gain of 4, maybe 5, and it'll make it 2nd down and medium.
Well, when you're playing for Park City, that is a short gain. The 4 or 5 yard short gain, and you love to see it. It's interesting. Luke McCurdy had offers to Nevada. He had offers to major schools, and he chose to go to Army. And Luke McCurdy, taking that Army offer is a great deal, not just for your 4 or 5 years of college, but for life after. You're going to get paid buku money from the U.S. government.
Multiple shifts. And it's going to be play action. Byer looking toward the end zone. He's got McCurdy there. Defenders there. And able to tip it away. McCurdy was waiting on that when if he comes and attacks him, maybe have a shot, but Luke Wright tips it away. And it is 3rd down.
Broken up by Luke
Hey,
Wright.
sometimes you don't use the right technique. Sometimes you don't use the long arm. But you did a heck of a job getting the ball out of McCurdy's hands. So there's a win right there for the defense. But we're going to see what's going on. This is a pivotal 3rd down, and I expect this to be a higher scoring game than 10-6. But when Skyline gets in the red zone, somehow they tighten up, they get everything going for them, and they don't like letting people into the end zone, and that's been a trademark from this Skyline defense all year long.
3rd down and 6. Skyline brings pressure, setting up screen to Tabarachi. Carson is inside the 25-yard line. Just a couple, maybe a yard on that screen. Bo Tate read it, played like Papa and brought him down.
Bo Tate, he was my player of the week 2 weeks ago. Just phenomenal player, phenomenal family. I mean, it's just great to see that. But more than anything, this is my favorite part of the game. I know it's your favorite part of the game, seeing field goal out there.
Hey, we watched the kicker before. Was it 42?
Steve Shagan on to attempt the field goal.
Doug had that number. Was it 42 yards, Doug? Was his long? Yeah.
42.
Doug Jardine,
So he's well within that, 3 yards from his long of the season. The lefty's coming in at a bad snap.
And it's a blown opportunity. The promising drive ends with no points. Garrett Adams jumps on the bad snap. And it is Skyline football.
Just you hate to see it. And this is what Skyline's been doing. They're keeping points off the board. There is a miscommunication going on with Park City there. The long snapper was coming in late, or a lineman or something, and it throws off the rhythm. You need to have the rhythm, you need to have the rhyme, and you need to have that field goal going through the pipes.
Yeah, you can't have bobsled time when you don't have the rhythm and the rhyme.
It's not go-kart time for sure. It's blocked field goal time.
After the bad snap on the field goal attempt, we're going to go run for Skyline for 4 yards. And then he said Broughton. By the way, PA Man is the 3rd member of our broadcast crew today. Speaker right in front of us, so we apologize. I think it's loud. There's not much we're going to do with that.
For all of you Wendover fans that had Park City throwing on the first down and Skyline running on the first down, congratulations. I'm sure that was a 500-plus bet right there.
Forgot to get my promo code out. But 2nd down and 7. Gonna play action, throw on the slant, and they were looking for Okerwa. Picked! What an interception, a one-handed stab. I thought he was going to tip that ball away. But looking like Rob Morris is Carson Navarro.
Oh, my goodness.
Stick your hand up and it might stay.
Carson Navarro. This Park City defense is so young. They only have 1 returning starter, and Carson Navarro, he's been living life right. He didn't know where that ball was going, but luckily it fell right in the breadbasket where he wanted it. Good job, Carson Navarro. Could be a play of the week. Who knows?
Hashtag rewind 5. Like Benny the Jet Rodriguez, the smalls in the outfield. Just stick your hand up.
Please catch it.
I got it.
Please catch it.
He meant to hit it, but what a pick.
My goodness, Carson Navarro. Happy day for you, young man.
How about this? Come out with the Mccurdy deep in the backfield. Tabarachi not on the field on first down. So go to Mccurdy right up the gut. And Tate again with another stop.
Mccurdy, the ball carrier.
Pays tough on a 2-yard gain there for the Miners.
I like how Mccurdy reached the ball over saying, I know I got at least 2 more yards.
He wants more carries.
Yeah.
So don't need to go to Carson. McCurdy can handle it.
He's like, I know he's a 4-star, but I am going to be a star here the next 2 years. Give me the ball, coach. I'm ready to play.
And he and Byer are going to connect a lot in the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Carson near side, Red Shoe living near side.
Red Shoe living. Good job, Mr. Maine, getting that for Dusty Lister.
Gonna throw. Byer fires deep and a little overthrown, and pass falls harmlessly to the turf, as that was intended for Joseph Eldridge. And it's 3rd down and 8.
That'll happen with the wind. Sometimes the ball gets away from you, depending on which way the wind's going. And it looks like right now, according to the flags, it's going from the top of your screen to the bottom of your screen, or a south to north wind.
It's just bouncing off the canyon, man. It's coming right back at us.
This is why, I mean, one of the most beautiful places to play. Before the game, we were looking out over the valley. We're like, this is incredible. The mountains are gorgeous, but the wind sucks. And so that's one hard thing where Park City might have a little advantage here against Skyline.
Now pick your canyon wind, and that's what's affecting us right now. It's 3rd down and 8. Gonna throw. Byer. Near side, got his man. It's going to be 1st down yardage inside the 25 and stepping out of bounds at around the 22-yard line.
Chase Byer's pass complete to
It'll
Braden
be
Byer.
Braden Byer on the catch and run for the 1st down.
Run out of
That's
bounds
the
by
fun
Luke
thing with
Wright.
the Park
1st and
City
10
team.
Miners
It's got
at Skyline
1,500 brothers just on this team. A lot of Byers, a lot of McCurdys, a lot of Tabarachis. You know, it's just a great time. And, man, it's a good time to own a home in Park City, too. Congratulations, those families.
It's like the BYU lineup, a bunch of siblings out there. McCurdy goes in motion, but we got a false start. No. Official timeout. Maybe the play clock issue. Or game clock, as he's looking up at the clock. Actually, you probably should update your time. 7:22 left here in the opening quarter. By the way, it feels like we've been playing for a while. But we're only less than 5 minutes rolled off this clock.
Hey, you know what? I love it. Let the time roll slow through this game. Give us as much time as you want. We started an hour early for a reason, Dusty. We're trying to get that hour back. Get as much game action as we possibly can.
By the way, Skyline has it right, because we're playing at 6 o'clock. The field is covered in shadows, which is perfect light for a camera. This isn't Lone Peak, PG, and others. It is covered in shadows right now.
Welcome to Golden Hour, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy it.
It really is. I mean, this is beautiful.
Man, Golden Hour, we're just happy to be here with you. And we're happy to see Carson Tabarachi in person, live, and living in color.
We're still trying to get our clock right. 7:22 left here in the first.
It's interesting to see where he'll be playing because he played quarterback last year for Park City.
Yeah, when Byer got hurt. So Byer going to roll the far side. He's got a man wide open. Cannot get it off, and he's going to be dropped for a sack, a loss of 2 yards. He had a receiver come open early in DeMarco, but Byer just could not get he couldn't pull the trigger.
on the sack of Byer. 2nd and 12 Miners at the Skyline 25.
That's the easy thing for us to see from this bird's eye view without the bullets flying left and
100%.
right. I mean, if I had Austin Okerwa coming down the lane looking at me, Bo Tate, the little engine that could right now, he'll get his dad's jeans coming in pretty soon. But it's tough out there. Man.
Absolutely true. So on 2nd and 12 after the sack, on the ground at Tabarachi. Carson, what a move to the outside. Tabarachi inside the 10, still powering his way
Carson
near the
Tabarachi,
5-yard
the
line.
ball
They're going to actually mark him out at the 8, and it'll
Run
be
out of
1st
bounds by
and goal to the
Austin
Miners.
Okerwa.
It's so effortless for him. It's like watching a ballerina in between some elephants. You just love to see it. Just high-toeing, getting it done,
1st and
top
12 Miners
dancing,
at the 8-yard
getting left,
line.
getting right, getting down the middle. And you're like, whew, this man can get it done to get him into the red zone.
And the next level move, the defender's right there, and you think normally Jared 2 would have ran him over. Tabarachi gives him a stick nod and gets around him, man. That was awesome.
He knows he's going to be playing on Saturdays and possibly Sundays. He's protecting his body. Oh. What are the Zebras?
6:25. It'll start on the snap. 6:25.
I love it. Give me more time, ref.
Yeah, put it back. But I do love that Park City kept the 2 legend alive or going with wearing number 2. Of course, Brandon Matic started that with Jared 2 some 15 years ago. Make us all feel old as we go again on the ground. Tabarachi powering through everybody.
Woo!
Carson Tabarachi in.
Carson
Touchdown,
Tabarachi in for
Park
the
City.
Touchdown.
Carson giving the ball to the ref. He's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the end zone. You just love to see it. He will not be denied. He's like, last time we played each other, I didn't see the end zone once. This time, watch out. Here I come.
Game 1, it was 21 carries for 125 yards.
Man.
And it was 6 red zone trips with 1 touchdown. This one's blocked.
Oh.
The kick is blocked.
The operation has not
Park
gone
City
well on the
6,
kicking side.
Skyline 0.
No, he actually got to the ball
Ladies and gentlemen,
relatively
Skyline
quick.
High School
The
would like to
Skyline
welcome Mccurdy
coming through the
Clover to
B
tonight's
gap,
game.
it looked like, getting that block, and that's why special teams are literally the most important part of the game, more than any running back, quarterback. Dusty's reluctantly shaking his head.
I love that you're for you and Pat McAfee. I'm gonna get you guys beat each other for the brand.
Hey, for the brand. That's what I live for, and I love it. I hated that play, but good job getting to the kicker.
But it was the other part of special teams that got it done.
Yeah.
You know?
Shaking to kick
Someone's
off.
got to get it done, I guess.
The one time, the only part of football where those 2 parts are going against each other. Special teams on special teams crime on punts and kicks.
It's rough, but
It's a civil war out there.
I know. Let's see how the kicking goes into the end zone, you hope. Try to keep everyone safe. 4, 8, 10. They don't have enough guys. Okay, there's our 11th guy coming onto the field, number 10.
Coach Bingham up here.
Austin Okerwa back for the Eagles.
It's saying Austin Okerwa back there, and it is Austin Okerwa.
Yep. That's probably how you say it. We've been saying it. Okerwa.
Isn't it Okerwa?
They said it a little differently on the
Okay,
announcement.
I'll listen a little better if he gets a return here.
I always thought it was Okerwa, but either way, he just wants the ball in his mitts.
Trust me, he's big enough. I will go apologize if I'm wrong. And there'll be a line drive kick that will reach the end zone, and we'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
That's a touchback. It'll be a first
So,
and 10
okay, we're out.
Skyline.
We'll not get a
Fear
shot at that
Factory,
one.
First down for the Eagles. At their own
So,
20.
second chance to watch the Eagles. They only got 2 plays in before the outstanding interception that ended that drive, and now they got to come back. First time trailing Park City this season.
Which is crazy. This whole region is just a gauntlet. I mean, you've got East, you've got Brighton, Skyline, Olympus, Park City. I mean, that's a rough region right there.
It is 5A's Region 1. Everyone feels like they're exact same plane.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
First and 10 after the kick and touchdown is nothing doing up the middle. Broughton on the carry, and nothing happening there is all over the place. Right in that line where
stop. 2nd and 9 Eagles.
Park City Miners. I'm getting thrown off with the PA like right there, and then on the stop was I think he said 19, right?
Stone Combs. So Stone Combs is a Nevada commit right now. I talked to their recruiting staff recently, and they're like, we love us some rocks. Someone that's solid in the middle. Do you know anyone like that? I'm like, I know a kid named Stone. And they're like, oh, love it.
3-man pressure and gets to him, and it's a sack for Park City's number 56, Jack Ronan.
So the 3-man pressure, much to the chagrin of all BYU fans, it was successful for Park City. They're like, looks like you can get pressure on the quarterback with 3 men.
Hey, it wasn't thud and look, you know. But Jack Ronan upkeep and gets back there for the sack.
Oh man, it was hard for Park City to lose so many starters. Stone Combs is literally, he was looking around to his left and right week 1. He's like, I don't know any of you guys, but they've come a long way this season.
3rd down and very long here for Skyline. Gonna fire deep, got a man over the middle, and the catch is made at the 35-yard line, and the pass complete to Garrett Adams, and it's a Skyline first down at the 36.
Wow. Great job by the quarterback. It looked like there were about 10 guys in the backfield right there, which was crazy. But Park City, they've done a good job defensively. There's still a lot of room to go, about 64 yards to get to the end zone. And what's crazy with Okerwa and Miles Hall, Skyline could get there in one play very quickly if Park City isn't careful.
Me and the PA guy have been slow to say the name Justice Fonts tonight because it's not who I thought was back there. So we're going to pitch out near side. And nice job of coming from the backside. Is Stone on that stop.
Tate the ball carrier.
Nothing happening for Tate. It'll be second down
Brought
and
down by
13.
Combs.
Stone
Second
Combs is
13
playing his
Eagles.
way into a Ram commercial like a rock. He just wants that sponsorship, getting his NIL
That
dreams
NIL, we
going
talked about it.
quickly.
Yeah.
Hopefully Utah will get these kids NIL deals quicker.
Either that or Stone Cold Steve Austin needs to come out with some stuff.
Well, this is a family show.
Hey, but it's still family show. I want to talk about beverages.
Beverages, yes.
Gonna go up the middle and Tate with a game back
Tate
to the
the ball
original line of
carrier.
scrimmage, the 36-yard line. We'll call it 35 near 36. It'll be third down and 10 near
Brought
the
down by
11 yards
Beatty.
here for
Third and
Skyline.
11 Eagles
Man,
at their own
The
35.
Eagles must have seen something on film saying, hey, we should be able to run against these Miners. But unfortunately, the Miners look like they're good to go on every single down if it's a running play. So I anticipate them to test a little more through the air. And you can see that through this 5-wide little diamond formation at the top with 4 wide receivers on one side. And you've got Miles Hall down here on the bottom.
Put a man
Or
in-
Austin.
Gonna do a man in motion. Fawn's gonna take off and run. Oh, and he got absolutely popped.
Ow!
Helmet to helmet.
Come on, ref!
Helmet to helmet. As he's saying, he lowered his head, and it'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. As
In the immortal words of Boone Herman, let them play. Let the boys play, ref.
Illegal helmet on defense, number 8. 15-yard penalty resulted as a first down.
What do you anticipate the defender to do when the offensive player head goes down? I mean, his head's going down already. You can't just play
Result of
patty
that
cake
penalty
out
is
there.
the Skyline High
I mean,
fifth factor, first and 10 at the Park City 46.
It's hard to watch.
well, all the onus goes on the defense. So some of you guys want to play offense? Because all the responsibility falls on the defender. So if you want your
I mean, you used to get mad at quarterbacks for throwing over the middle and hanging guys out to dry. Now you applaud them for getting helmet-to-helmet calls like that.
oh, absolutely hog-tied and
Dropping
pulled
the
down
ball
inside
carrier.
the 45-yard line, the 44. Not much of an
Y'all wasn't
opportunity
the
there.
stop.
Man.
Second and 8 Eagles.
That was a
Park
little
City
scorpion.
44.
Get over here! Pulled him back.
Get over it. 56 was like, not today. No, no, no. Oh, my goodness. The strength in this Park City team, neither of these teams are very deep. We're not watching a Bingham team with 200 guys standing on the sideline, but the strength is where you like to see these guys and how they've developed in the weight room.
Okerwa, Adams, and Calvert at the top of the screen. Pressure coming. And only the peace of mind to get it back to Tate on a lateral. And what would have
on the
been a
pitch.
sack. It's a gain of 1 for Tate. And some heads up there from Fawns.
Someone's got to check Fonz's
Eldridge on
IQ.
the
It's like
tackle.
watching
Third and
Einstein
7
out there.
Eagles at the Park City
He's doing
43.
formulas. He's like, wait a second, running back. Here we go. Get 5. Let's go. Third down instead of -3. We're going 7 more until we're going to get that first.
He went left trigger and slowed the game down for a minute. Third down and long. Fawns, fire coming. He went to hold that up. That is an incomplete pass. They're going to call it a fumble. And it's, there it comes. I
Once
thought the
the
same
pass is
thing. He was
incomplete,
going to pump
4th and
fake that,
7 Eagles.
and not everybody has the hands of Brett Favre. Hold on to that one. It came out, incomplete pass.
And that's why we have the tuck rule. Dusty, are you a Raiders fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a tuck when he completes the tuck with his left hand touching the football. So fourth down, the
Andrew
punting unit will
Flags
come
is
on for
for the
Skyline.
Oh, man. Didn't mean to open old wounds and rub salt in it from 2002, but Dusty, his face dropped.
back
He
for the
was not
Miners.
ready for that comment. He's like, don't you talk about the Raiders. I've lost a head coach this week already. It's been a rough time.
High snap and just going to get this punt off. A sidewinding kick takes a Skyline roll inside the 15, out of bounds at the 12.
I can see the punter's eyes from here.
Miners
He's
at
like,
their
oh,
own
they brought the
12-yard
house.
line.
Oh, crap. Here they
Make
come.
sure you
And
go
a high
over and
snap,
try our
no less.
world-class snack
Oh.
bar. Fabulous cheeseburgers that'll also keep your hands warm.
Some of your
nachos,
best
candy
friends in
drinks.
football are the
Golf
long
salad
snapper
from
when
the
you're a
West
special
Bleachers.
teams guy. Because if that snap doesn't come in right, you're going to have bad situations for yourself, possible running with the ball, which is never a good thing when you're a specialist, and it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, Brad Mormon in the Pro Bowl, and Sean Taylor's waiting for you.
Oh, nightmare scenario
Yeah.
right there. A man with bad intentions for Mormon.
You know who was my deep snapper in high school?
I have no idea.
Jan Jorgensen,
That's a good deep snapper.
the big guy. He was also my quarterback,
And he should have been probably an offensive lineman,
and
too.
he was my defensive end on the 62 front. So going to throw out on first down. I believe it was Mccurdy on the catch and run. Gain of 2 to the 14-yard line.
Man, Jan
First
Jorgensen, what a
pass
guy.
to McCurdy.
The defensive
Brought
coordinator
down by
at Snow
Dave.
College.
Second and
Just a
8
phenomenal
Miners.
human being.
at their own
Has 2
14.
great children.
Yeah.
Just love seeing Jan.
I never thought that a kid from Carbon would be living in Ephraim, for heaven's sakes. We couldn't stand going to North St. Pete and Mount Pleasant, but
Dusty, he always finds a way to tie Carbon into a broadcast.
always.
And he did it. Long snappers, be gosh darned.
Going to show pressure off the edge from Tate. Able to get Byer off his spot. Pressure got home.
Whoa.
And a whole host, a flock of Eagles are there to bring him down.
A flock of Eagles.
Set it, take it to the limit. And
Fire
getting
sack
there
by
for the sack is Thomas
Third and
Bunker.
13 Eagles
Man.
or Miners at their own
Wow.
20-yard line.
Are we going to the half? Or the
We're
quarter?
in the quarter.
Oh.
Man, I've been bad about keeping up on our clock. I apologize, fans. I'll do better in the second quarter, I promise. As we hit the end of one, it is Park City 6 and Skyline 0. Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Dusty Litster and Moose Bingham with you. 6-0 as we hit the end of the first. And Moose, your thoughts on what we saw in that first quarter?
You know what? I saw a lot of Carson Tabarachi. I saw a great Skyline defense coming in. Park City looked great. And it's just fun to watch these two teams going at each other like this.
Byer throws looking for Mccurdy, and it
Byer's
falls
pass
incomplete.
intended for McCurdy
And
is
Skyline is going to
incomplete.
get great field position as the punting unit is going to have to come on here for Park City.
Well, I thought it was really interesting that they went off after that play. I mean, you'd rather punt with
Fourth
the
and 13
wind,
Miners.
and that's something that the coaches probably didn't take into account. But going into the wind, you're just like, Coach, you hang me out to dry, unless they're going for it.
He's going to quick kick him. He has to quick kick this. I'm not sure why we
Prior
stopped
to
here.
the snap, illegal
Illegal
substitution
substitution.
on the offense number 5.
Yeah, they broke the huddle
5-yard
and
penalty, fourth down.
one extra man ran out. Why? I mean, now you do sugar huddle, but either way,
Yeah. That's intense. Okay.
this has to be. I mean, I already quoted an Eagle song
Fourth and
earlier.
18 Miners
Bob
at their own
Dylan. I
5.
mean, against the wind here. I mean, what do we? You're not throwing this ball. Got to be rugby kick.
Well, he's only 5 yards. That'd be okay. There you go. Get 7 yards at least.
Fire, line drive kick, and then take a hop. And
All things
Boom.
considered, great kick.
what's Austin doing?
Taunting him.
That'll be a Fear Factory 1st and 10 for the
That's
Eagles
what you.
at the
That's what you
Park
can do when you're a
45-yard
senior. You're
line.
like, I'm gonna touch it. Man,
And then he shows up to his first day at college practice and does that, and he's running the rest of the day. Bronco would call it Muscle Beach time.
oh gosh, I've been in Muscle Beach. It's a horrible, horrible place, existence on this earthly plane.
It's a place where football dreams go to die with Bronco Mendenhall.
Oh gosh, Muscle Beach. I've been in there in Utah and in BYU, and it's still a miserable place. Well, it looks like the trips are ready to go already.
Trips near side, Okerwa, well, we'll get the correct pronunciation after he makes his catch, but Austin at the top of the screen go on the ground on first down. And
Porter Brockman the ball carrier.
Porter Brockman on the carry. And as we talked about it before, they must have saw something from game film to say, hey, we're going to run at the three-man front.
I don't know
Galwal's
what
on
you're
the
seeing
stop.
because you've
Second
got.
and 7 Eagles at the
I mean, Park City
42.
has guys there that can squat 700 pounds. You've got some big boys down on that defensive line. And you've got Stone Combs behind him, which I don't see any of these running backs getting past consistently.
So 2nd down and 7, go play action, throw to the bubble near side, and it's Adams on the catch and run, and Adams has the first down, diving toward the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Skyline.
I'm just glad the fans are starting to filter in a little bit. I mean, this 6 o'clock kickoff is brutal for fans. You've got I-15 was backed up. I was trying to get here, and it stopped a lot of people getting here on time.
Granted, not only that, talked about
10 for the Eagles.
these fans. Some of them could have been at Rio Tinto. We had the girls soccer team from Skyline won a state championship. They were here when I got here, still celebrating with the buses here. As they're going to go first down carry to Tate, and Tate has no shot. Bo is shut down, and Chandler Kelsch there for the stop.
Yeah. All sorts of new names for Park City.
Fire and Kelsch on the stop.
But
2nd and 12. Eagles.
What you're going to see is that they're very disciplined. They know what their assignments are, but they don't have that superstar besides Stone Combs. Because of Max Alford going down, you have to change Carson Tabarachi to the other side. Blake Tabarachi. There's a lot of things going on where you got to be careful, and they weren't expecting that many injuries this quick in the season.
That's Adams in motion. Fawn's going to check 10 seconds on the play clock. 10:05 on a rolling clock left in the half. Fawn's going to throw. Got time. I'm going to flush the near side. Looking for Okerwa. And that's thrown out of bounds. Well, actually, Austin kind of gave up. Got shoved out of bounds on that one, and all landed inbounds.
Throw the flag, ref. Come on.
3rd and 12 Eagles.
It's a little interesting, right?
Yeah. I don't often encourage refs to flow flags. Oh, apparently I do.
Illegal block in the back, number 50 on offense, 10 yards from the spot of foul.
All right.
2nd down.
Oh, okay.
No offsetting penalties, so it'll be a block in the back, and Skyline be backed up all the way to their 47-yard line.
Man.
First down's at the 20.
Raj Dupé would not be pumped about that.
He would say that's why you run the ball, is what Rod would be talking about.
There's only one good thing that can happen and 3 bad things that can happen when you throw the ball. So I'm taking my 2 yards in a cloud of dust at the very worst.
I think Coach Hayes would not watch Ohio State football right now. 9:55 left in the half. 2nd down and forever. Fawns pumps, looks, now gets hit when he throws, and that ball's incomplete.
Got to be careful out there.
Pass intended for Adams is incomplete.
As Pete Carroll always says, it's all about the ball. He would walk into a team meeting with the ball the first team meeting of the season, say, what is this? It's the ball. This is what it's all about. When we have the ball, we win. When we don't, we lose. Let's get the ball, gentlemen.
So Chandler Kelsch, the interception beginning of this game was Carson Navarro, but Kelsch has played an outstanding linebacker.
Yeah.
Hybrid, he's kind of all over the place.
It seems like you've got 3 defensive linemen and then 8 hybrid players out there doing whatever. They might all be freelancing, and it's just impressive.
It's a beautiful take of Broncos 3-3-5. As here comes Kelsch again on pressure. Fawn steps up in the pocket, that ball through the hands of Austin Okerwa. And it'll be 4th down. And what we thought was a golden opportunity for Skyline goes by the boards as a punt unit will come back on.
Yeah, watch for the long snapper this time. That was a very, very risky long snap, and it's going to be interesting to see what goes on. He's got the towel, wiping his hands off, making sure it's nice. But we'll also see what Mccurdy can do, because Skyline might just kick it into the end zone, but if they try to pin him, Mccurdy has the ability to take this to the house.
Andrew Fife going to kick it away. Mccurdy waiting around the 10. Fife, a launched kick end over end. Takes a Skyline roll into the end zone.
That's a touchback.
That'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line.
20.
There's nothing worse as a puncher than seeing it cross that horrendous line right there. Just makes your skin crawl when the ball hits that point. You always start yelling at your gunners, be faster. Let's go. Get to the ball. I put it where it needed to be. You didn't do your job.
And you're lucky to say that because you might have had Ammon Barker on the outside and
Ammon Barker, he's young for me. I had Zach Liston, Tyron,
all right, sorry.
Morris, Sky Main.
Okay, still. Ty Morris, Skylar Main. Dr. Skylar Main, sorry.
I'll
Dr.
still yell at him. That's okay. I saw your spark score, Zach. Get down the field faster, bud.
9:36 left in the half. Going to give the Tabarachi, and Carson had a touchdown in the first quarter.
Carson Tabarachi.
Howling guys for a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Miners.
Man, he's like a Tootsie Pop. I always question myself how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. How many tacklers does it take to get Carson Tabarachi down? 1,
First and 5
2,
minors.
3. Goodness
Second
gracious.
5 minors.
If you're the owl, it takes 3.
Well, sometimes that's the deal with Tabarachi as well. But it takes 3, though, which is impressive.
2nd and 5, back to Carson. How about it? Tabarachi still going. Gets to the 30-yard line for a
Carson
first down
Tabarachi
for the
ball
Miners. And talk about the red shoe living. Move the chains for another set
2 are on the
10.
stop.
Man, we
First
got to
and 10
get
Miners.
Lonnie Main to sponsor this. Buy us all some red shoes. He probably would, too.
If you haven't read the book, go read it.
I haven't read the book yet. I need to.
And go watch his IG, man. Gets a moose in his backyard. Like, seems like every month, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah. I was hanging out there once. I was like, you won't take beautiful pictures of me? What the heck?
See, funny, Dr. Skylar Main, I cut up his highlights for his senior year, and that's where I got to know Lonnie.
You did a great job of that.
Just say Vince cut him up. I just set it up. So we're going to go Byer on the tight end reverse. How about that? Y
Braden Byer,
reverse,
ball
and
carrier.
Braden Byer has 10 yards and another fresh set of downs.
Porter Brockman on the stop.
I really
First
like
and
what
10
Coach
Miners at their own
Montzinga is
40.
doing here. It's really creative with all of his plays. I mean, who knows where the ball's going? Seeing a tight end coming through, it's very interesting, and it's keeping the Skyline defense on their heels. They have to stay in their lanes. They can't attack. They can't pin their ears back, go after the quarterback, because the ball could be running right past them when they do that.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Byer going to throw near side. Has his man. Eldridge still on his feet. Across midfield and another first down.
Okay, how's that not helmet to helmet,
Complete to
Dusty?
Eldridge.
I need to understand.
I didn't say I understand how they throw the flag. But
Brockman on the stop.
remember now in
First
college
and 10
football,
Miners
if
at the
the
Skyline 49.
ball carrier lowers his helmet with forcible contact, that is an offensive 15.
Oh, yep. Let's see what's going on.
Gotta fix the clock again.
7:54.
7:54 on the clock. There's
Start on the snap.
left in the
Man,
half. Because
we
we
need-
went out of bounds.
We need to have a little come together, talk about this clock management between the refs and downstairs and figure it all out.
You know, and they do the pregame meeting.
Yeah.
They walk in, say, hey, let's make sure we're all on the same page. And I got to, which Manning's ruined. There are no such thing as halftime adjustments, but they get some halftime adjustments with the clock stuff. And then go back to Tabarachi. Carson still going. And that's a
Carson Tabarachi.
That's a
the
fun
ball
gain
carrier.
of 8 there for Tabarachi. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
It only took 8 guys to get him down this
Second and 2
time,
minors.
but that's all right. The interesting thing is some schools, because he's played so well, like Ohio State is looking at him as an H-back type player, fullback going in there and being a very disruptive force on the offensive side of the ball, even though he's a highly ranked linebacker as a projected position at the next level.
I mean, he's the funnest number 2 to watch carry the ball since Noah Sewell.
That was a very fun person to watch.
And they go back to the ground behind the polling lineman. It's Tabarachi with the first down and more. Dives inside
Tabarachi,
the
the ball
25-yard,
carrier.
or probably 35-yard line down to the 32.
Brought down by Bote.
And another Park City first down.
First and 10
What was
Miners
amazing
at
about
the
that was his
Skyline
vision on the
32.
play. He's doing his checks almost like a quarterback taking reads. Nope, 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 nope. He's got the wherewithal to continue to eat up yards and continue to see where his lane is going to be. That's what I like about Tabarachi. He's learned a lot of vision from his dad, who was actually an NHL goalie, which is really interesting. So his dad prayed that he'd play hockey, but he's like, no, the gridiron's calling my name, Dad. I got to make a name for myself.
26 players in the NFL from the state of Utah. I don't know if there's one guy in the NHL. Going to go to Mccurdy. Mccurdy exploits that hole for the
Mccurdy,
first,
the ball
or probably
carrier.
for a gain of 8 near the first down marker. And again, it'll be 2nd and short.
Brockman on the stop.
Mccurdy, he's like, we're brothers. Just block for me and I'll get behind you and we'll get farther. Give me a high five. Yeah.
Our center guards have done a nice job on their combo, huh?
Yeah, beautiful job. What I like about this offensive line, they're all very intelligent kids. I mean, it's pretty.
And go back to Mccurdy on
Mccurdy,
2nd
the
and
ball
short.
carrier.
Mccurdy has the first down at the 21-yard line. And stop me if I've said this before, a Park City first down.
Yeah, this offensive line, they've probably got a 20 GPA
Bunker on
combined,
the stop. First and 10
or like a
Miners.
4.0 at each kid. They're smart dudes. And that's what's nice. They can do complex blocking schemes. They can combo to the linebacker. They can do a lot of things because it's not like your typical high school offensive line where it's like, da-da-da, you know, it's like, I know what I'm doing, coach. I've been doing calculus for years. Combo blocking is an easy thing for me to wrap my head around.
Hey, and I even picked up that you're going with a 4.0 for all 5 guys. I was able to do that real quick. And Moose jinxed them. They jumped.
Well, it was the wing,
Yeah.
the detached wing that took a step forward a little bit early.
What was the call a couple weekends ago? Everybody but the center?
That's a great call. The center feels good about himself until that fine comes in.
Skyline 26.
I watched too many games. I'm trying to remember if it was the BYU Baylor game or which game it was. It was everybody but the center.
I think it was BYU Baylor.
Yeah.
And honestly, if MP didn't go, I'm willing to bet the other 10 guys were on the wrong page. Smart kid right there.
So 1st and 15 after the penalty. Gonna fake the fly sweep, play action. Pressure there from the very beginning. Shooting through and getting the sack is Skyline's Thomas Bunker.
By Thomas Bunker.
How about you fold the pulling guard right to the quarterback?
Man, someone did not get a chip in right there on that slicing, dicing Cyrus Bunker.
Miners at the Skyline 30.
Do you know what's, even with 26 guys in the NFL, what's cool is you can go to any game on Friday night and you will see kids that are going to college. That wasn't true 10 years ago.
Not 17 years ago when I started, it was not the case.
No.
Right? Cottonwood was an outlier with all the guys that were going to go D1 there, right? San Diego going to USC. That was an outlier.
Best team money could buy at that point.
Going to throw. Byer, plenty of time going deep. He's got Tabarachi, just overthrew him. Tabarachi running the post, the ball got thrown more to the corner. And it is
3rd and 18.
3rd down and 18.
Even though it was overthrown, Tabo kept going for that ball, trying to get it. He could have stretched out, could have given a little bit more effort, but it was overthrown anyways. Love the effort, love the thought process, and I'm sure the kicker is sitting here in his coach's ear saying, give me another shot, coach, I've got this.
You know, it's amazing. I talk about that Cottonwood team. They lost the semis that year to Mountain Crest, and the only other Division I athlete on the field that was not from Cottonwood
Alex
was a
Cressa.
105-pound nose tackle, and I'll give you his name in just a second, on 3rd and 18. Gonna throw. Pressure coming from the backside. Byer slipped 1, he won't slip 2. Pressure gets home, and it's Bunker again.
Man.
The initial hit came from Walker
Byers
Unrich.
sacked by Thomas Bunker.
But Bunker gets 2 sacks back to back.
Bunker knows it's the playoffs. He's like, I got to put this team on my back and keep points off the board.
City at the Skyline 41.
By the way, it was Ethan Lofthouse, who's a wrestler.
Ooh, that's a good wrestler name. I am the Lofthouse. I will loft you in my house.
He wrestled for Cale Sanderson at Iowa State.
Oh.
Gonna quick kick. Ooh, got a little bit of pressure there. As that ball will go through the end zone. And it'll be a touchback, bring back to the 20-yard line.
So if you're going to do that quick kick, he's got to keep his wrist solid. I mean, he let his wrist come up. That's why you got this ball get a little spiral. But if you keep your wrist down, wrist solid, have the ball right over your leg, you can get that nice backspin. And that's the Aussie rules hit that you're looking for. But when your wrist pops up, nothing good happens in punting.
Wait a minute, so that's why at practice, and punters will walk around working on their drops. That's what they're doing?
Yep, 100%.
I learned new wrinkle.
Yep. The drop is 90% of the punt. 90%. And it's crazy. But if you don't get a good drop, all Hades breaks loose.
So we talk about Justin Fons, the quarterback. Alex Emery had been the quarterback all year long for Skyline, and no Emery. And I didn't know if he didn't play last week, but it was a snap infraction. Going to back him up 5 yards.
That's what you don't want to hear as a center. Everyone jumping but you, that's fine. Snap infraction, rough deal. Starting behind the sticks is never a good thing.
Put 333. 333.
3:33 left in the half.
Yeah, I was excited to watch Emery as well. 6'5", big arm. He came in last year and played really well as well against Cottonwood. And he's been a force for Skyline and a main cog in their passing attack.
Fonz off the play action, hits the man on the slant. It'd be a gain of 7. Make it 2nd down and 8. And
man.
On the reception was number 16,
Fonz
Jackson
pass
Madison.
complete to Calvert.
Oh, we got all kinds of different numbers here. Calvert on
Stouffer on the stop, 2nd and 8 Eagles.
So who knows if I even have the right name on the quarterback. So I'm going to apologize right now. I'll find another roster.
I'm willing to bet the ref or the announcer has it wrong and we've got it right. Probably not. Just kidding.
Got a man in motion. It was Adams. Font's going to throw, going to fire quickly near side. Okerwa's first catch of the evening was near the sticks, and he made the grab.
Once this pass
Actually,
complete
give
to
him
Okerwa.
progress at the 30-yard line. Okerwa with the catch and a first
Brought
down.
down by Preston.
I'm used to seeing him break that first tackle and go.
That's a Skyline
mean,
Fear Factory first and
There's
10
a
at
reason
their own
you've got
30.
D1 schools. They're like, who is this kid? What's going on? Because as a sophomore, he absolutely balled out.
Yeah.
But it's hard to keep going and not go off junior film as a recruiting coordinator.
2:25 on a rolling clock. First down. Back to the ground, and it's Tate into the open field. Tate at the 20. Tate makes a move at the 10. Still on his feet, dives inside the 5. It'll be first and goal,
That
Skyline.
is Bo Tate up the
Bo
middle.
Tate, go inside the 5.
Bo Tate, what a player, what a
Brought
guy.
down by Mccurdy
Man.
after a 67-yard run.
Skyline
First and goal,
is thanking their
Skyline.
lucky stars that Olympus let him go. No, they didn't let him go. There's no transfer portal in high school football, ladies and gentlemen.
Fear
But
Factory first and
Bo
goal at the
Tate-
5.
he was highlighted on defense a couple weeks ago by me, and seeing him on offense, seeing what he can do, that might be the reason they kept thinking they could make a lot of runs. But it'll be interesting to see what Skyline can do in this shortened field in the red zone, because if their running attack is like that, they'll have success. But a timeout.
Timeout taken. 1:37
Timeout,
left in the
Skyline go
half.
first.
And we'll take it with them. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week.
Ouch, gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey, prescription pain pills can be dangerous.
Whoa.
Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
1:37 left in the half. Skyline looking to tie things up.
Look at this
After-
big formation right here.
Whoa, a little miscommunication, and yeah, Byer was there.
Tate's ball
Tate
carrier.
had no shot.
Carnage! There was just carnage there. Quarterbacks down,
Three
running
runners
backs
gone.
down, running backs down. My goodness.
It was like someone may have went the wrong way.
Second and goal.
Sometimes you
Skyline
draw
at
it
the
up
6.
and it looks perfect, and sometimes that happens.
And sometimes you're like the coach on the water boy. We're gonna fake. We're gonna fake the fake.
We're going to fake the fake
We're gonna
fake.
fake the fake. Oh no, the world's spinning.
Got my little black book right here. I'll be all right.
So second and goal to this at the 6-yard line.
So let's see if they can get that play going a little bit better.
Okerwa off the line of scrimmage, now in motion near side. Gonna give back to Tate. He bounces outside, looks to make a cut, dives toward the corner of the pylon.
Tate, the
He'll
ball
be
carrier.
short.
Oh,
And see, they mark him at the 1 or the 2.
great.
45 seconds left in the half.
Navarro on the
Wow.
stop.
Another
Third and
timeout.
goal Eagles.
Phenomenal job reading his blocks right there. Bo Tate,
Timeout.
huge football IQ. He must have been watching football with his dad or watching his dad for years. Dusty's doing the math in his head. He's like, I don't think he was watching his dad, bro. Maybe watching old film. I've seen dads. You want to see how it's
Yeah.
done, son?
What's funny, I asked Daniel Coates, go watch our interview we did with Farmington. I asked Dan Coates if he ever pulls out game film on his guys. And I said, you ever show him old Northridge film or anything? And he was like, I haven't yet. I said, yeah. He goes, you just gave me an idea.
Dan's a great dude. I know when I was at Utah, Scally was still coming up through the ranks. He's like, this is how it's done. And he'd pull up film from himself, and we're like, all right, Scally, I love it. What a great dude, great human being. Luckily now he has a few more clips to pull out of other safeties that may or may not be in the league right now.
Now, Marcus Williams is a pretty good one.
He is decent. Chase Hansen was a safety for him.
There we go, third and goal, 40 seconds left in the half. Hall in motion. And they'll go back to the ground with Tate. Want him to finish the job. He started. He stopped at the 1. And see if they take their third timeout.
Ball carrier.
And there it is, a timeout with 30 seconds to go. It'll be 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. Kelsher, the man of the first half on the defensive side of the football for Park City on the stop.
This is where legends are born, legends are made. This could be the ball game, considering it's not always a high-scoring game against these two teams, where the last winner it was 10-6, right? Or yeah, 10-6. And right now it's 6-0. This could be the deciding factor of the game, as crazy as that is, Dusty.
Well, the way this game has started certainly feels that way. Again, look out for all our videos coming out this weekend. Dane was at soccer all week long, so he's doing the 4A, 5A, 6A girls soccer championships. Again, congratulations to the Lady Skyline Eagles, your 2021 5A girls state champions.
Wow.
So we might not talk about that in our video. We might give that call outs in our Rewind top 5 plays and performances of the weekend.
Woo!
We'll also reset you. By the way, this 5A tournament is absolutely bonkers. No matter what happens at the beginning of the next week, there are games galore that we'll all want to be at next week.
Yeah, that's what's nuts. I mean, 5A, it looks like in this new region alignment, everyone went to 5A, from East to Park City to Willa, everyone.
So they want 32 seconds back on the clock. They have it at 33. When we took the timeout, it was 30.9. There we go.
Okay, there we go. And now Skyline's coming out where you've got the whole Park City defense spread out, and could be nice for Bo Tate right here.
Hall at the top of the screen. Okerwa is near side. Back to Tate. He started and he finishes it. He's in for the Skyline touchdown.
Ouch. Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey, prescription pain pills can be dangerous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant.
Bo Tate running that ball into the end zone.
Know your
Great
script.
play.
Talk to your
and
kids
now
about prescriptions
back down
the
to special teams. Huge play, huge PAT. And let's see what Park City can do
Wiscombe
if they
on
have
to
the
the extra
will
point.
to get to this extra point, because that could be a deciding factor in the game.
Wiscombe comes on for the point after. And, oh man, it was an adventure,
Wiscombe's
but it's
kick is
through.
good.
And
The
Skyline
score is
takes a
Skyline
7-6
Park
lead.
City 6.
28 seconds left in the half. It's Skyline 7, Park City 6. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week.
Ouch. Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey, prescription pain pills can be dangerous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line. You shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
I just don't record any of the special
Mccurdy
teams
back to
plays.
receive for the Miners.
That's because when we welcome back in the Roger DuPay Stadium, you can't blame Doug. When Doug started with us, when we did High School Rewind, we didn't show kicks unless there were blocks. He knows that. We didn't show punts unless there were blocks.
Doug was letting me know,
Or
he's
returns.
like, if it were my way, I wouldn't show any kicks, punts, no kickers. He's a revolutionary cameraman where he's trying to change the game himself by not showing you any kicks.
Wiscombe with a line drive kick in
That's
the
a
end zone.
Wiscombe
And
touchback. First
28
and 10
seconds
Miners
left
at
in the
their own
half.
20.
We know that Park City can strike quickly.
Yep.
So I don't think there's any foregone conclusion that I don't think there's going to come out and even if Tabarachi's running it, you got a shot. But I don't think there's going to come out and
Well, they still
it
have
out.
timeouts. I'm interested to see if you see Sam Alford come from that tight end position. They've been hiding him a little bit. He can pop out, and he's got the athletic ability to go down the field quick. But if you can at least get it into field goal position, much to Doug's chagrin, we might be able to see a kick once here in a while.
we know they can move quick. We had in that Stansbury play or regular season game a year ago, and they won on a Hail Mary throw. Byer. Skyline's showing pressure, gonna bring pressure.
Ooh.
Gonna throw it out to Tabarachi. Carson with 2 defenders. Slips 1, gets out of bounds around the 23-yard line.
Tabarachi takes the
21
wide
seconds
pass.
left in the half. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Tabo's like, I'm all right with that. I'll pad my stats, show college coaches I can catch the ball too. Nothing wrong with that.
23.
But he did the smart thing getting out of bounds. That's what I like about Carson. He understands the defensive side, and having played quarterback as well, he understands what to do. But that man is a huge human being when you stand next to him.
Fire to throw. Gonna step up. Again, maybe had Mccurdy deep.
Byers on
And
the
Byers
keeper.
will be stopped just shy of the first down marker, the 29. Timeout, granted to Coach Buttonzigo.
Brought
There's
down by two,
13.6 seconds left to see if they put any time back on the clock.
Timeout. Park City there first.
It'll be
Timer
3rd down and 1.
15 seconds on the
All
clock.
right.
1-5.
15 seconds. Like I said, these refs want to get that hour back. They want to make sure that 7 o'clock kickoff, they're getting paid by the hour. Little do you guys know, ladies and gentlemen, not by the game. They're like, we want to be here as long as possible. Football season's ending pretty quick here.
We're still going till 10 o'clock.
Whether you guys like it or not, I'm getting my 3-4 hours. Oh, man. It'd be really hard to be a ref, but it's really easy to be an announcer and make fun of them. So I'm glad I'm in this spot instead of their shoes.
You'll hit year 17 and be like, I'll let this one go.
3rd and 1 Miners.
Yeah.
3rd down and 1, 15 seconds left in the half.
I feel like it's going to go to Carson here.
Byer going to go quarterback draw. Has the first down. Oh, he's
Byers on the
upended.
keeper.
It'll be a first down at the 34-yard line. If you're Skyline, I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, you're keeping
all
them out
means.
of field goal range. They can't throw a Hail Mary at this point. Well, you could, but he's got to have one heck of an arm to get it
2 on
there.
the stop. It'll be
Zach
1st and
Wilson's
10
not walking
Miners
through
at
that
their own
door.
34.
No, Zach Wilson's not walking through. Ammon Olson's not walking through.
That's your guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy that gets you set up this quickly to kick a field goal to win.
Alex Hart's not walking through that door. You need a big old cannon of an arm to walk through that. Man.
You had Ammon for 2 years, right?
One.
7 and 8. Oh, 1 year. You had him in 8, right, because you graduated in 10.
Yeah, well, Ryan Rosenvalt was before
Rosenvalt,
Ammon. And Jordy Brown was my quarterback my
Jordy.
senior year. I just try to test Dusty on rosters from the early 2000s.
His brother Taylor's a good friend of mine. Going to throw. Byer gets away from the pressure. Looking downfield, now unloads. Got a couple there, but a defender's there as well. Bo Tate with the pick. He had a touchdown and now an interception. We got a flag on the play. I think we'd have roughing the passer. It'll be one of the rare automatic first downs left in high school football. So this ball is going back to Park City on, my guessing, a roughing the passer penalty.
Man, that was a great play by Bo Tate, though. I mean, what can't Bo do? We need to make some more Bo shirts or something. Bo knows.
He's going to have to redo the posters. But they got personal foul on Skyline, roughing the passer. So automatic first down. And give the ball back to Park City. Now a shot to the end zone with less than a second left.
Might be possible from the 50.
1st and 10 Miners at their own 49.
That last play went from about the 30 to the 20. So, could be possible.
Close to get him inside the 5.
Not probable, but possible. We'll see what happens, and I'd look for Sam Alford here.
Hall's going to come off the edge. Byer steps up, looking. He's got 3 receivers there. Lets it go. This ball's going to go about the 10, and it'll be incomplete.
Byers passes
No flags, and that'll do it for the first half.
End of the first half.
A interesting first half. We got a
Okerwa
great second half coming up. As we head to the locker rooms, it is Skyline 7 and Park City 6. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind game of the week, the first round of the 5A state tournament. Stadium, Dusty Lister, Moose Bingham on a Game Night Live Rewind game of the week. It is Skyline 7, Park City 6, and Moose signed to defer to second half. They're going to get the ball with the wind, and that's just something to play here in the fourth quarter too.
Yeah, Skyline looks like they're just going to try to go and build upon their lead, really take advantage of this third quarter, try to take advantage of the wind. And that's what I'd do if I was Skyline as well and get this game out of reach, which could be 1 touchdown, and you're good to go, which is crazy.
Well, sidewinding kick. We're starting. I almost said something that got me in trouble, but only that I thought we were going to start the second half like we started the first half. It was a ball out of bounds, but
20-yard line.
Sneaks through there, bring out to the 20. And remember, we talked about it earlier. Now, as long as the roster that I have is accurate, and we've had some names that have been different, many that have been the same. Fonzin at quarterback and not Emery. But that last drive, we saw them get some rhythm. But they got to find a way, in my mind, get the ball in the hands of Austin Okerwa.
Yeah. I mean, Austin Okerwa and Miles Hall, these two receivers at Z and Y is what you want to get advantage of, because it's not like Park City has the greatest corners in the entire world. They're really good, but it looks like a mismatch to me between when you've got two guys that are 6'3", 180, 190, and can run like the wind, and you've got the height advantage and speed advantage. So we'll see what they take advantage of this half.
And single high, look at that. So Fonz in the backfield, or probably the throw. It was throws to the outside, and it's Hall comes back attacking the football. Byer on the stop, and that is a gain of 5 on first down.
Yeah, looks like he might have gotten his face mask a little bit right there, but Miles Hall is a kid that I'm really interested in. He's a junior, not a senior bacon cheeseburger, just a junior bacon cheeseburger. He's a kid that's going to be able to really adapt, and he reminds me a little bit of Garrett England, to be honest with you. He's got that type of big playability on the defensive side, but offensively, he's good as well.
And here comes, I don't think that was Tate on this one, but it's a carry
Brockman, the ball carrier.
into Park City territory. It's Brockman on the carry to the 40-yard line, and it's another big run. Skyline finished the first half on a big run. They start the second half with a big run.
That's a massive run, but it looks like we've got an eagle down, and it looks like it's an offensive lineman. That is bad news bears for this Skyline team, because it looks like on the sideline they average about 5'8", 150 across the board. If one offensive lineman goes down, it could be trouble for Skyline for the rest of the night, trying to hold on to their lead, especially if they're trying to get their running game going.
Yeah, we got a lineman down. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. You're watching the Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week. And welcome back in. Dusty Lister, Moose Bingham. There's offensive lineman coming off. Hopefully it's just an ankle. Jared Prince, he's a center, comes off the field. Goes Holland went into motion to go back to the ground, and it's Tate.
Tate, the ball carrier.
Oh, whoa. Mercy. That's a, yeah, we're going to have a flag comes in. That wasn't even on the ball carrier. Tate was down, folks. That wasn't on Tate. And that was a, first of all, you wouldn't get the points in wrestling because in freestyle wrestling, you have to carry him to the ground. You can't beat, he can't beat you to the mat. So that's even no points in wrestling.
Well, he was getting his Greco-Roman wrestling ready to go. He's oiled up. Sometimes it's just getting your physicality going. That's the emotional leader in their defense, Stone Combs. He was wanting to get going, but that's the wrong part of the field to get that type of foul, because that puts them almost in the red zone, 5 yards from the blue zone, I guess you'd call it if you're at Skyline.
Yeah.
Gold zone?
Or go zone, right? Because they do the go.
Oh.
When they come on the field. There's Fonz, rolls away from the pressure, fires into the flat, the ball's in and out of the hands of Okerwa. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And let me correct myself. Freestyle, he can be in the mat. Collegiate, he cannot. I don't need wrestling guys getting mad at me.
Man, one of my dreams in high school was to make the wrestling team. I kept going out for the basketball team, and I got kept.
Coach Cannon wasn't having it, huh?
No,
Coach Barker.
Coach Barker, he hovered his hand over my head, and he said, "You need to be this tall to try out, Moose."
You missed a state championship too.
I was like, "Coach, I can do it. Put me in." He's like, "There's water over there you can give to our big boys." But big set of downs here. We'll see what Skyline can do. The Fawns, what a great name, just to let you know.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Whole generation misses it. This Fawn's going to throw. Rolls near side, still looking, gets away from pressure. Fires over the middle and incomplete.
Fawns is passing 10 and
Fawns,
4.
I mean, that was a nice
Tate is
move to duck
incomplete.
away from
3rd and 10
the backside rush from Carson Navarro. He had
Yeah.
the pick in the first drive.
Yeah, pick. He's getting after the quarterback. And they're making it rough. The life is rough for the Fawns, man. That's all he's going to be referred to as, the Fawns.
I love it. I don't know why it didn't hit me at first. Usually glaring ones, they're just like the lights going off. I don't miss those. You know?
Yeah, what's worse?
I give you good Eagles references. Been hitting stuff all night long. I miss the Fawns.
I just think the coach from the Water Boy, which makes it way worse. But here comes the Fawns.
Ball at the top of the screen. Fawns sits up the screen. This is Tate. Both slipped around the 21-yard line. Dives inside the 20 to the 19.
Now, do you take the points? Do you kick the field goal? What would you do here, Dusty? Let's put your coaching cap on.
Oh, they're bringing out the. I'm kicking it.
Okay, well, great choice. Phenomenal thought process there, Dusty.
Coach and I are on the same wavelength as Wiscombe comes on the field.
Dusty got out his coaching visor, looked good. He's like, kickers are my ally. Let's get it on. And be careful. Hopefully the broadcast doesn't cut out in this field goal right here.
No matter what the choice was, the answer's still ally. It'll be a 40. It'll be a 36-yard field goal for Wiscombe. Gets a good boot on it, and Wiscombe, mercy, puts that one way through the pipes.
Goal is good from 36 yards.
Man, Wiscombe looks like he's been practicing.
Whiskey in the jarro.
Man.
It's a 10-6 game, folks. The same final score as the regular season matchup with 10:41 left in the third quarter. It is Skyline leading 10-6. You're watching the first round of the 5A state tournament on KSLSports.com. And we're back at Roger DePace Stadium, 10:41 left in the third. Dusty Lister, Moose Bingham.
Oh, okay. Squibber.
Whiskey with a knuckleball taken on the hop by Mccurdy, and he's out across the 25 where he's spilled by Hall.
Yeah. Got the spill, got the splatter, and he's down. But the kicker, what happened there is he hit the ball a little bit too high. If you look at the tee he's using, it is the worst tee ever.
It's the old school one.
Yeah, they've got two pegs on that tee, and a lot of times you hit the tee instead of the ball, and you don't get the most football contact. That tee is actually designed for toe pokes, which makes it rough. So we got to get some fundraising here for Skyline to get their kicker an actual tee so that we can get touchbacks instead of squib kicks.
You know what happened? The Domans all moved to Utah County.
Gosh dang it,
None of them
Domans.
stayed here. They won state championships here. They built the stadium. They just don't stay here.
Maybe we could call Joe DuPay, see if Navy can fund it a little bit for his alma mater.
Byer with the high snap, give off to Tabarachi.
Carson Tabarachi, the ball carrier.
Dives across the 30-yard line to the 31. And
pedestrian 4 yards for Mr. Tabarachi right there.
Brought down by Walker
Been
Adams.
waiting for the steady dose of Tabarachi. I don't know if they're waiting for the third quarter. Want to save some of the legs for now, but
at their own 31.
Moose, I'm in this spot. You ride the pony, man.
Dude, for sure. You can play a little bit of magicness here. Say misdirection. Where's the ball? Here's the ball. There's the ball. Carson's got to get the ball and get it into the end zone. That's the recipe for success. If it was Albert Einstein, it would be E equals Carson Tabarachi getting the ball.
TB squared.
Yep.
And again, Tabarachi this time near side.
Tabarachi, the ball carrier.
They gain a 1. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Miners.
Looks like one of the guards got tripped up right there, caused a pile. Good job by this Skyline defensive line to cause that. If you can get a guard on the ground, I mean, life is good
James
for the
Kerr on
defensive
stop,
line.
3rd and 5 Miners.
3rd down and 5, 9:24 on a rolling clock in the 3rd quarter.
Man, going into the wind is always tough, but let's see what they do. Let's see how creative it is. It looks like you've got 8 guys on the line, 7 guys.
Play action, Byer. Fires, overthrown, incomplete. And it'll be 4th down and 5 as he was looking for Cordova and just missed him.
Byers pass intended for Navarro.
The refs kept the dirty laundry
Navarro
in their pockets right there. Navarro got taken out and then
4th and
some,
5
which is
Miners.
crazy. But big play. I anticipate seeing the quarterback punt here, and hopefully he keeps his wrist strong to get that ball going, because Okerwa is coming deep down here.
We're at the 50-yard line, so they're playing it straight up here as though they're expecting him to go for it, and you got to do so. Back up 7 or 2-7, gets a end over end kick, and Peter that ball rolled to the 25-yard line.
The Byers
Not a
quick
bad
kick
punt.
is down at the 25-yard line. It's a Fear Factory 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 25.
So the Skyline defense has shown up and played well. I mean, Bruce, we go back in that 2nd quarter, Park City had 1st down. I think it was 4 straight, I think he had 4 first downs on 6 plays. They're down around the 20-yard line, back-to-back sacks by Bunker.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like it flipped the momentum of this ballgame. They were up 6-0 at that point. It's been 10 unanswered since then.
Well, the other flip that happened when Stone Combs did that personal foul.
Right.
As egregious as it was, I mean, I think he's told the defense, let's freaking go, you guys. I know I'll be playing at Nevada soon, but I want to keep playing with you guys at least one more week.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the top of the screen. And Fawn's going to throw,
Whoa!
and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Man, coming in there
Pass is
hot.
batted down by Blake Tabarachi.
Blake.
2nd and 10 Eagles.
Blake, it's okay if you call me Carson Tabarachi. Pass
No.
that one down, the backup quarterback.
It's always funny. Little brothers, they're like, I don't even want you to remember my older brother by the time I'm through here. You can see that with the Bartons. They're like, Cody's like, I don't know who those older guys are. I'm here now. I'm all you should talk about.
Lander?
Nothing wrong with that. Lander. Gosh, dang it, Moose.
You're going to go on the ground. Rockman is going to run into
Rockman,
a
the ball
stone
carrier.
wall.
Man,
The Miners laying the long wall on that one. It'll be 3rd down
Driver
and
on the
11.
stop. 3rd
Man.
and 11 Eagles.
this Miners defense has put their pickaxe in the ground and said, we will not allow you to cross.
Putting in the roof pins. I don't think these kids even understanding the terminologies, even though they're miners. Luckily, I grew up in cold country. I know what that means.
I don't know what a roof pin is, but
When you're mining, it's a roof pin. So keep your roof up as you're tunnel mining throughout the whole thing. It's how you work it.
see, ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to learn about mining today in this game, luckily, Dusty Lister is here for you. Big 3rd down.
3rd and 11. And the throw is complete to Hall across the 30 to 31. It'll be
Once this
4th
pass
down
completes
and
to Miles
3.
Hall.
As I don't expect them to go for it here.
Impressive catch right
Brought
there,
down by Stover,
considering
4th and
that
4 Eagles.
the defensive back was already on him by the time the ball was
Number
thrown.
5 in punt formation.
Just, I mean, covered him like a blanket and then some.
William Mccurdy back to receive for
He knows what
Park
he knows what he ate for lunch.
Yeah. He's like, wow, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I know.
McCurdy's waiting around the 29-yard line.
Park City, let's see if they can get to the ball this time. Should be interesting. Oh.
Left-footed kick. And he got into this one.
Man,
And a roll inside the 5 and saved. And it'll be down at the 6-yard line. Love the effort. How about the punt?
man. Even using the wrong foot, got the right
Garrett
result.
Adams knocking the ball back.
Andrew Fife got the punt. I'm still trying to get up the number there. Was it 35?
Barrett Adams, it looks like.
1st and 10 for the Miners on their own 6.
It was, yeah, Garrett Adams. Good job.
Yeah. So, wow. That's what you dream of as a punter. Your gunner going full out, real effort, all 10 or probably 11-5 touch.
The goal line.
Oh!
Down on the 20.
The punter should be in the ref's face about that one. Brutal, brutal call.
Okay, if you're at the 40-yard line, how do you see if the ball crossed the plane?
Well, they had a ref on
have
the
one
goal
back there?
line. Yeah.
Okay.
But he didn't call it at first and put his marker down
Okay.
and allowed the beautiful play, but
I was giving. Look, Moose took the opportunity to take the back of the refs.
those gosh darn refs. I'll get after them. Don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen.
Throw outside by Byer and Mccurdy with a series of moves and a gain of 1. It's a Barry Sanders-ish like gain of 1.
It's always rough when you go 40 yards to get 1.
Funny, I asked Scott Mitchell once about what was it like to play with Barry
Zach
Sanders.
Tiller on the stop, second
He goes,
and
look,
9
he's the greatest running
minors.
back I've ever seen. He was really frustrating. I go, you really? He goes, you know how many 2nd and 14s, 2nd and 16s I had? I had never thought about it that way. He's like, I got murdered, man.
That's so true.
2nd down and 8. Back to the ground and a short
Carson
gain.
Tabarachi, the ball
on the
carrier.
carry and
Man,
3rd down and 6. Give it to the Skyline defense. They've done a
Brought
nice
down by
job at
Tahini,
eating up the
3rd
offensive
and
linemen.
6
it's been
Eagles.
impressive. Talking about Barry Sanders, he was very complimentary of one of the slowest running backs to come through the state of Utah in Jalen Warren. Very slow, incredibly slow, tortoise pace.
If you
that
know-
ran
if-
for 3,000 yards
If you
somehow.
follow me on Twitter at Dusty Litster, you know I send out a weekly reminder. 3rd down and 6. Byer getting flush from the pocket, gets rid of it, and that ball is incomplete. And guess who was there putting the pressure on? Bunker, who had 2 sacks in the first half, put the pressure on Byer, and the ball goes incomplete.
Man, Bunker might be going for
They're on
Defensive
24.
Player of the Week. 2 sacks, quarterback's pressured. It's amazing to watch, but it's just fun game, and it's still within reach of both teams. This is a back-and-forth defensive battle. Okay, get back to where you need to be. You're not fooling anyone. You're not throwing it here.
Byer,
Oh, yes.
and it's Adams on the return, across the 45 to the
The Byers
47.
quick
where-
kick is returned by Adams.
Tabarachi
out to
with the stop
Skyline
and-
47-yard line. It'll
And
be a
good
fair
field
factory
position here
first
for
and 10 the
Skyline.
Eagles.
Nothing else, this field is flipped for the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, they got the 10 yards that they were trying to get before, but it's driving me nuts. Their quarterback coming up, acting like he's going to do a play on 4th and 8. It's like, bro, just get your 7 yards back. Let's get this quick kick going. It's a really, really good kick right there. Sometimes with that quick kick, you just try to drive it and keep it away from the returner and get as many yards as possible. And he did a good job with it. Skyline's not ready, though.
15
Here we
seconds on
go.
the play clock. 5:59 left in the 3rd as Hall in motion. Brockman on the carry, trying to stretch out wide, looking for a seal block, and he does have a
Brockman around the
gain
right end.
around midfield.
The slot receiver there did a
run out of
great
bounds
job
by
blocking, actually, even
Carson
though it was a
Payne.
very short gain. One of those 40 yards to get 2.
Second and
Great
8
job
Eagles at their own
blocking.
49.
He got a late yard there.
Got a late
He
yard.
got a late yard.
You know what? You ran 40 yards. Let's give you an extra one. Congratulations, young man.
Wait, that one. Wait, there's this one.
Reach the ball out. Okay.
2nd down and 8. 5:51 left in the 3rd.
Whoa!
Oh, Brockman gets eaten alive in the backfield.
Brockman,
We
the
had
ball
a play
carrier.
like that earlier for Skyline. At Park City, not fooled on that any way, shape, or form of a read.
Shelshon stop.
That's just
3rd and
the
11
worst
Eagles.
situation ever for a running back. You touch the ball, you touch the ground.
I believe it was 68, Ben Beatty.
Man, almost like a Letterkenny. You know what's going to happen here, pal? You hit me. I hit the You touch the ball. Oh my gosh, I am butchering it. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Letterkenny.
I'll
Can't
let you
talk
off of it. 3rd and 11.
fast.
Gonna throw. Vons goes back up top to Hall, and Hall trying to make his way. Man, he had a lot of mess in front of him. Hall gets to the 45-yard line. Will be 4th down and 2.
This is why coaches really like Hall. He is just an effort guy, but it looks like he's limping coming off.
He saw the linebacker come out in him.
City 45.
Here we go, 4th and 2, gonna go for it.
This Park City defense has some bad intentions, but honestly, it's a 25-yard gamble right here if you don't get the first down. I'd take that gamble 6 days a week and even twice on Sunday.
Gonna bring it up the middle, and it's Tate with the first down. Bo Tate inside the 40 to the 39, and it's 1st and 10 Eagles.
What's impressed me is Bo Tate's vision. Stone Combs did a great job right there, but Bo Tate looking, finding the lane when it's 4th and 2, not just going right into the pile and trying to get those tough yards, saying, oh, bounce it out like a bouncy ball and let's get going.
Bo Tate just gives you that peaceful, easy feeling on 4th and 2, and it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Man.
And back to the ground is Brockman. And Brockman was
the
hitting the
ball carrier.
backfield, but still able to get 1, maybe 2 yards.
Man, it's got to be difficult going against this Park City defense.
Reimer on the stop,
Absolute
2nd
carnage,
and 8
not
Eagles
just
at
for the
Park
running
City
back, but the
38-yard
fakes,
line.
the defense,
37
the
yard line.
offensive linemen. You see 1 or 2 guys flying back on each play, and they're a physical bunch, well coached. Good job, Park City. But this Eagle team doesn't go away quietly.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the top of the screen. That is Adams. Okerwa, the near side receiver. Go back to the ground again. Brockman. Man, they are attacking
Brockman, the ball
A
carrier.
and B gaps, aren't they?
Man, and they are
Like
going. It works every time, Coach.
Braden Byer on the stop.
Unfortunately, Novocaine does not
3rd and
work
6
every
Eagles
time,
at
ladies and
Park City
gentlemen.
35.
Even when you give it time. Luckily, we have laughing gas.
Got to mix it every once in a while.
Yep. Goodness.
But that's the same run. That was where Tate had got it. Yeah, Brockman had that carry last drive as well.
They've probably had well over 100 yards just with that run.
Easy.
But Park City isn't giving it up in this on their side of the field very easily.
10 seconds on the play clock. 2:51 on a rolling clock here in the 3rd quarter. Play action. Fonts to the outside and nearly. I thought he was going to go for the pick. Instead goes long arm, knocked the ball away. Good defense on the outside by, well, we don't have a 25.
Great long arm. So that's what you want to see. The reason you do the long arm, it actually gives you a couple more inches there instead of short arming it like a T-Rex. I actually played defensive back at first when I got to Alta. It didn't turn out very well for me. Wasn't very long, wasn't very fast, but I could kick a ball. 4th down, going for it again. Second 4th down of this series.
4th and 6. And they're going to check with me here near side. 2:43 left in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of time on the play clock. None any rush here. 25 seconds. Bringing extras. Fonz sees the pressure. He's going to take the sack. There was nobody open. There were defenders all over. Every receiver. And Fonz buried, and it's a turnover on downs.
Man, and that's what this Miner defense will do to you. Even if you get them once, they're going to come back after you. And what's impressive is they've had great 4th down stands, only given up a few yards even when they've given up the big plays. A big bend-don't-break defense, and they've been successful so far, but you got to get this offense rolling to make this a very competitive game and at least get some points on the board. The nice thing is they won't have to go against the wind. The sad thing is the wind's absolutely died coming out of the canyon.
That's true. So out come the Miners after the stop on 4th down. Tabarachi. And this Eagle defense, they have flowed to the football very, very well. Tabarachi dropped.
Kerr on the stop.
And it's
2nd
Kerr
and
with the
7
stop
Park
for the
City.
Eagles.
Tabarachi dropped after taking 4 guys with him. My goodness gracious. It's fun to watch him, and you see what Ohio State sees, but he is just scratching his potential. That's the crazy thing. I'm sure these Miners coaches would love to have him back next year, and that's how it is every year. You're like, I wish I could get my whole senior class back.
Especially your best player. 2nd and 7.
Oh.
Tabarachi bounces outside. Again, takes a little dip out around the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Tabarachi.
Business decision there by Garrett Adams.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
3rd
going
and 1
low.
Miners at the Skyline 48.
The only place you can take him.
Man,
For Adams.
even then, he's got those big knees that come up fast. I'd be worried about going low, going high, going medium on him.
That was like the video of Derrick Henry on Saturday or Monday night.
Oh.
They had the safety one-on-one. Ryan Clark's like, that's why I'm wearing a suit. 3rd down and 1. Turn, give to Tabarachi. He's got the first down and more. Tabarachi inside the 40. And it'll be 1st and 10 Miners at the 38-yard line.
Phenomenal blocking there by the offensive line. Continuation, having the whole flow of the game going that way. It's a beautiful, beautiful series right there.
By Hall. 1st and 10 Miners.
Hall takes him out of bounds, and it's 1:42 on a rolling clock. It's now down inside of 140 to 135.
Yeah. If they can get this ball in the end zone, this is going to be a very interesting game because Stone Combs and the defense doesn't want anyone getting near the end zone.
Quick pitch out to Mccurdy, and Skyline
McCurdy,
snips
the
it out,
carrier.
and a drop, gain of 1. Could have been a loss of 4.
Brought
Gets
down by
plus
Bunker.
1.
Man.
2nd down and 9.
McCurdy the Matador right there. Just a little whoop.
2nd and
Bull
9
be gone.
Miners at the Skyline 37.
You love to see it. Getting a yard, he could have had a loss of 4, but he got a gain of 1. Great job by McCurdy there. Fun to watch.
Linebacker got to break down. Inside leg out.
Yep. Man, Dusty, you sure you don't want to coach?
I'd love to coach. Too fun up here, though. I don't get criticized too much. 45 seconds on a rolling clock. 2nd and 9. And Byer off the zone read. And Byer with a nice move. Again, defender was right there for him. And Byer makes it 3rd down and 1.
Brought down by Brockman.
And it might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 30 seconds left. The play clock hasn't started yet. Down to 25.
They're taking the win just for the
Skyline
kicker,
30.
which is nice of them.
Always thinking of the kicker.
Yep, that's the thing. Coaches, the first thing on their mind when they wake up is, how's my kicker doing?
I'll text Les Hamilton. Is that true? 10 seconds. 3rd down and 2 to get this play off.
For his kicker, it might be.
Tabarachi in at quarterback. Younger Tabarachi chase near the first
Blake
down marker.
Tabarachi,
Probably
the ball
Blake,
carrier.
rather. Blake inside the 25-yard line. And that is how the 3rd quarter will end, as Blake Tabarachi picks up the first down.
by Andre.
As we head to the 4th, it is Skyline 10, Park City 6.
That's the end of the
Park
3rd
City
quarter.
driving
Score Skyline
as we
10,
start
Park
the
City
4th.
6.
You're watching the Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week.
Man, beautiful second effort there.
Ouch. Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey, prescription pain pills can be dangerous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line. You shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
$25.
Welcome back. Start of the 4th quarter. Dusty Lichter, Moose Bingham with you. Skyline is undefeated in the playoffs at Roger DuPay Stadium. That was the old stadium. This is a new one. And Park City looking to take the lead as Tabarachi still on his feet. And Blake goes inside the 15-yard line, and it is a first down, but there is a flag on the play. We could have a downfield block, and this could be coming back.
That was a phenomenal, Blake Tabarachi, watching his effort, the second effort, keeping going. It's phenomenal to watch.
Offense number 19, 10 yards from the ball to foul, down.
Okay. Where was the foul at? 1st and 13. Could have been worse.
Was interesting. I
1st and 13,
go to
Park
plenty of
City at the
games.
Skyline
Very rarely
28.
do I have the head coach up setting up all the comm stuff. Coach Monzigo's up here. Get a chance to talk to Coach Monzigo. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm watching the Olympus game. Did Tabarachi got a package? He's like, yep. And now we get to watch it.
It's when you're a high school coach in the state of Utah, with the oodles amount of money that you're getting paid, you have to do every single thing and then some.
That's how you keep all that. Tabarachi going to throw. Got a man there. Got a defender there. The catch is made. Touchdown, Mccurdy.
Whoa!
An absolute rocket from Blake Tabarachi, and Mccurdy pulls it in the corner of the end zone. Park City takes the lead with 11:32 left in the fourth quarter.
Man, Blake Tabarachi with the cannon of an arm coming in late. He's like, Coach, I'd like to apply for quarterback next season. Watch this.
Can he spin it? He can spin it.
Man, let's see if they go for the PAT. Yes, they're going for it.
Shaking him for the extra point.
McCurdy's taking off the gloves.
Had some issues with the operation and the kicks tonight. Doesn't have any issues here. Kick is good.
Score is Park City 13,
And a
Skyline 10.
thunderbolt hitting the stadium here at Roger DePace Stadium. Park City up 13-10. We'll stay here. We'll roll through.
Yeah, this Skyline team looks flabbergasted that that actually happened. They're like, Park City completed a pass on us? How? With that kid? Out of nowhere? What? Man, beautiful pass. Blake, I didn't know he had it in it. He's a great runner with the ball, great second effort anytime contact happens, but he's going to be another kid that has offers all over the country, mainly due to genetics and hard work. AKA why anyone gets offered ever.
You think location and relation.
Yes, my goodness. But that was phenomenal and great PAT as well. The poor kicker for Park City has had a night. Blocked field goal, blocked PAT.
His left guard has got a big bruise.
Man. Yeah, warming up. He knocked the freaking left guard right in the right butt cheek. And it was rough for him.
That kid's not sitting in class on Monday.
No, sir.
So after the touchdown, this kick will go into the end zone, and Park City feeling good. But out comes Fonz
That touchback will result
and the
in a
Eagles, and
Skyline
now
Fear
Boost, they got to
Factory
respond.
first and 10
And
at
they
their
did
own
earlier.
20-yard
They were
line.
down 6-0, scored 10 consecutive, and now they're trailing, and they're going to find out what they're made of.
Yeah. This Skyline team is always interesting, but we'll see what's going to happen. And unfortunately, it looks like they're going to be without one of their star players, Bo Tate, in there, which is a massive, massive loss for this team. He's being looked at the trainers. Hopefully he can get back in because Bo Tate is a difference maker in this game and for this team.
Brockman in the backfield. It'll be Brockman on first down. Oh, he gets leveled.
Brockman, the ball carrier.
I believe, was that Byer or was it Stone? It was
Brought
Stone.
down by Combs.
Stone
Second
Combs.
and 8 Eagles.
Man,
Oh,
you're better off running up the canyon into a rock wall than to Stone Combs. At least that rock wall doesn't hit back. Goodness gracious, Stone.
it was like Alvin off the program right there.
Man, that's why Nevada's excited. They're like, this kid's going to be a star for us for years. People don't just bounce off of him. They get driven back.
Second down and 8. Play action. Fire to the slant, and oh man. The receiver turns defender to bat that one away. Receiver got to keep running.
And is that Mccurdy again?
Fonz is passing
25.
Calvert.
That's his second defense pass there, and
Broken up by
back-to-back.
Stouffer.
Stouffer.
If it was Mccurdy, I was going to go really Irish for him. But Stouffer, you make great kitchen appliances. Congratulations.
Stouffer with the stuffing on the ball twice now.
Oh, let's go, Dusty. He got in there.
3rd and 8. Throws up the seam. No one in the seam.
Little miscommunication there. They'll be
Fonz is
talking about
passing
that
Denver Adams.
this
Is
week.
incomplete. 4th and 8 Eagles.
And that's a quick 3 and out. And Park City, Uncle Mo is sitting on their shoulder. And if you're Coach Montezega, you come after the punt?
No, I don't think so because you don't want to risk a player running into the punter here. If you're in college, you can trust everyone to kind of hold their water and go for the block point of the punt. But a lot of these high school kids don't have the knowledge to do that yet. So I hope that they just let it go, take it, and go.
Back to receive.
And a timeout by Park City.
Interesting timeout. 10:41 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week. You see Bo Tate getting checked out there on the sideline.
But ready for the most important play of all special teams. Let's watch it.
Had high snaps all night. Had a nice pump in the third quarter. It took a nice roll, and this one does as well. Living right off the wrong foot.
Oh, did he just kick it?
Oh, that was
He's kicking it. That's hilarious. You dork. Good for you.
The first touch, I was like, see if he gets away with it. The second one, not so much.
Yeah, this isn't soccer. You can't dribble the ball all the way down the field, but brilliant move, high football IQ. Just not the right time.
He was just playing original football.
Yeah.
Like the one they played at Rutgers.
Yeah, he's like, I was kicking the pigskin. Ted Lasso taught me this before he left across the pond. But my goodness. Brilliant, hilarious. That should be a play of the week right there. High football IQ play of the week.
Is this football then?
Oh, man. Park City has an opportunity to turn this game. Tuck it away, though.
Oh, high snap. And Blake Tabarachi able to pull it down, and here.
Oh.
He gets spilled, but man, he was one step away to getting the higher octave Dusty going there.
Man.
And I thought he was going to bust that.
You can always tell when Dusty's excited. His voice gets a little higher with each yard that goes through. He starts down here. But by the time it's a touchdown, it's a beautiful thing.
Don't quite falsetto there,
Man, Blake Tabarachi has been a revelation for this Park City team right here. You got a quarterback battle of brewing for next year.
So Coach Monzigo said, hey, get two good athletes in the backfield at one time. I was like, you're just trying to put the defense in conflict? He's like, absolutely. 9:45 left in the fourth quarter. Blake Tabarachi to throw. Finds Carson. Defenders are there. Gets a big block. Yep, you're going to peel back block. 15 yards going the other way.
Tabarachi to Tabarachi.
Oh, man.
You get away with it in the early 2000s. You don't get away with it now.
Okerwa.
Well, you got away with a lot in the early 2000s before social media.
I was telling a story about, high school days, saying we all begged as a tight end and wide receivers, hey, coach, just give me, I just want to go the half motion crackback on a 26 toss.
Half motion crackback.
There was a shot that happened on a kickoff, and I remember coach said, hey, I just want one shot. I'm not even asking for the ball. Half motion, 26 toss crackback. I was like, okay, you got it. Clean up the defensive end. I couldn't wait to watch that film. Couldn't wait.
Penalties on the play. Personal foul, blind side by the offense, number 13. There'll be 10, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Okay.
Then we have a dead ball, personal foul, number 3, defense. That will be administered from the end of the spot.
So put the ball back right where it is now. So we're going to move it back 15 yards for the blindside block. Actually, it's from the spot. So they're going to gain, they're going to lose about 2 yards here. Am I right there, Doug?
Is it first down, too? They're going to lose 5 yards.
Yeah, because, well, it's not a use of down, so it'll still be second down because the penalty against Skyline was post whistle. So it'll still be second down. And they're going to
so
lose
you don't
about
get
5
the
yards.
first down for doing that, though?
No, yeah, because the block gave you the first down. So it'll be second down from the spot, 15 yards back, and then dead ball penalty, 15 yards from the mark off, and then there'll be the net.
Man. I'm trying to be nicer to refs. Luckily, Doug's here. I'm biting my tongue around him. Until he made the comment about kickers, how he doesn't like to film them. We're beautiful people, Doug.
Although the mechanics weren't handled properly. A lot of times they'll mark it back to 15, they'll mark it up to 15. They didn't do that. They just went straight math here. So we're gonna learn a little gross and net here. So net of about 2 yards here.
Oh.
So second down, Tabarachi on the quarterback counter. Hurdles a man, has a first down. Across the 45-yard line to the 47. I didn't think you could hurdle guys in high school. Noah Sewell's asking for some 15-yard penalties back. First down at the 47.
Well, Noah Sewell's a different animal. When you're 6'2", 270, and you run a 4.7 laser, refs will do anything they can to help out the defense against that human being.
Official friends ought to text us. I think actually if a defender has a hand or a body part on the ground, they can hurdle him.
Oh.
But
even Doug's like, I don't know.
All right, I know I got some officials watching. Hit me up at Dusty Litster. You got my number. Text me.
Yeah, after my commentary, I've had enough officials hit me up. Just call Dusty from now on.
That's a false start. Might have a snap infraction here.
I haven't made any friends this season, unfortunately, with the men in the striped shirts.
False start, offense, number 53.
Ball start penalty. 8:56 left in the fourth quarter. It'll be first and 15.
First and 15 Miners at their own 42.
I had one ref approach me at the Skyridge game. He's like, I know who you are, Moose Bingham. We don't like your kind around here. I'm like, when did we get into a country western?
You know, that's where I was as a young guy. I'm not quite there anymore. I still get some looks.
Hey. Interesting.
We're
Got the
friends
trips down low.
We got Tabarachi's in the backfield. Chase is going to throw, or probably Blake going to throw. Now takes off the run, and Tabarachi spilled at the
Blake
49.
Tabarachi on the quarterback draw.
And Blake a gain of 7. It'll be second down and 8.
And Blake's coming off his shoe. Oh, I don't know what happened, but his helmet's off now, and he's yelling.
Okay, got pulled on the leg as he was finishing that run.
They're sitting out there without a quarterback, and he's running around mad as can be.
Yeah. A mutual friend of ours.
Second and 8 Miners.
That's a soft tissue injury, the way that he's acting. Soft tissue injuries are the worst injuries.
Yeah. I always enjoy the hard tissue injuries. But, man.
Gonna hand off to Carson Tabarachi cut off the inside foot. You want to cut off your outside foot, spills out, it's third down and long.
The spills, the splatters, everything that happens out there. Man.
Walker Adams on the stop. 3rd and 7 Miners at the Skyline 49.
I've never quite seen that. Someone get hurt, run off the field, throw their helmet, yell about it, come back, then take a knee. And it's like, all right, training staff, you can look at me now.
3rd down and 6.
Oh, snap it quick.
Didn't notice it. Fire back in at quarterback. Fire short motion. Tabarachi, the deep back. Going to go a little Y reverse. And Fire slips 1, won't slip 2. Gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 5. 7:05 on a rolling clock left here in the fourth.
Now let's get your coaching visor on. Are you punting it here or are you going for it?
4th and 5 Miners at the Skyline 48.
Their defense has played so well. I'd punt it.
Gotcha.
Give them the long field. Skyline's done it a lot this year, but not a lot with Fonz. The Fonz hasn't been the guy. My memory serves, it's been Emery.
So if they're going to punt it, you're going to see the quarterback take 2 steps back and then punt it.
Oh, they gave him the first down.
Unfortunate from Bunker as well. He saw the sack. Man, that was a great job by the quarterback in there. Not Blake Tabarachi, but that's a first.
I really struggle with the defensive offside penalty in high school football.
1st and 10 Miners.
Why?
Skyline 43.
It's essentially become defensive false start.
Okay. Yeah. I say hold your water.
Not that I don't agree. They know the rule.
Man. That's a killer for Skyline. They're getting the ball back. It's just tough.
So 1st and 10 at the 43. Give the Tabarachi.
Oh!
And there goes Tabarachi. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. They're not stopping him. Touchdown! Park City.
Tabarachi for the Park City.
Carson Tabarachi. #Rewind5.
Oh my goodness. Do-si-do and then some. Inside, outside. Who's going to tackle him? Absolutely nobody. Carson Tabarachi with one heck of a run. My goodness gracious. That silenced the whole entire Skyline crowd and sideline with one run, making it a 2-possession game.
And inside the 5, looks like they went for the ball fake or something. That was interesting.
Whoa.
And the point after is good.
Makes the score Park City 20, Skyline 10.
5:58 left in the fourth quarter. And now a 10-point deficit for Skyline. Park City looking to do something that hasn't been done in a long time, and that is beat Skyline in the playoffs at Skyline.
Man, we're going to see some Little John songs coming up here. Shot, shots. Because that's what Skyline's got to start doing. They've got the receivers to do it in Miles Hall and Austin Okerwa, and we'll see what's going on, but that's what Skyline has to do to get back into this game. You're not going to run very well on this phenomenal Park City defense without Bo Tate. I haven't seen him recently. and you don't have the home run threat.
No helmet.
No helmet?
No helmet.
No helmet, big problem.
Okerwa back for the Eagles.
No helmet, no dice.
No helmet, no dice. Man.
So Okerwa back inside the 5-yard line on the return, if there is one.
Oh, beautiful kick.
And my other one. We can let these kids drive on a freeway, but we can't let them bring the ball out of the end zone.
For the Eagles, their own 20.
You let these kids drive on the freeway?
They can.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely insane.
I've seen half of them out there. Absolute. It's like
I don't say they do it well.
No.
But they still can.
There's some debauchery going on I-15 whenever these kids are out there.
215 here on this side of the valley.
Hey, 215, I-15, 85, 87, anywhere they are, I don't want to be.
So 5:58 left in the ball game. Skyline's got to get going. But this Park City team didn't have their ears pinned back. Throw in the flat, complete to Adams. Dives across the 30 for the first down.
Complete to Adams.
So Adams wants to definitely get out of bounds here. The clock is coming in and being your worst enemy. Sometimes you think it's the guys across the line of scrimmage, but a lot of times it's the man in the booth that's controlling the clock. Hurry, hurry.
This is again where you don't have the same quarterback. Not Emery, we got Fonz in there. 5:35, trips to the top, Okerwa near side. Fonz rolls out. Everybody stops short, and he fires complete to Hall. And Hardy, that's Okerwa, and it makes a move inside the 40. Austin still on his feet. And that is a first down again for Skyline at the 36-yard line.
And that's what I'm talking about with Austin. If you've got him one-on-one, you almost have to do a Tampa 2 defense here and get back over the top on Miles Hall and Austin Okerwa. You can give them the short, you can give them anything underneath. Don't give them the over-the-top passes because your defense is good enough to stop them in the end zone. But if they get a big play, this game changes, and the momentum changes very quickly as well.
5 minutes to go.
Oh.
Quick set, fire in the backfield. This is Tate. Or no, it's not Tate.
Pass complete to Porter
That's
Brockman.
Brockman, rather.
Man,
And,
Fonz, good thing getting that ball out because there was a minor streaking in.
On the stop.
Woo! My goodness gracious.
They gotta hurry here. 4:35 on a rolling clock.
Man, the Fonz needs to stop looking in the mirror, put his comb away, and get everyone to the line and get going. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Huge.
Second down and 9. That's Adams in motion. Hall, the near side receiver. Fonz steps up, got to throw.
Oh, Fonz!
Pressure comes. He's going to have a gain of 1, but the clock will continue to run. It'll be 3rd down and 7, and now the timeout will be taken by Skyline after the short gain. So 4:04 left in the 4th.
Man, getting a little chippy out there too. Always, I wish Chip Cookies would sponsor us. I've been begging them for a long time now. Bring me a cookie, Chip, because this game is getting so chippy.
Hey, with all those COVID funds, you should be able to get it done, but we'll take a quick break during this timeout. We'll be right back.
Third and 8, Skyline at the Park City 35.
4:04 to go. 3rd down and 8. Trips near side. Okerwa at the top of the screen.
Huge 3rd down, but they'll go for it on 4th. The game is hanging in the pendulum.
In the balance?
In the balance. Hanging in the balance.
Get a throw. Pressure comes. And Byers got him.
Man, Byers has been right there the last 4 or 5 times. Always had to ease up, but he was seeing red and got his man right there. Beautiful play. Huge sack.
You love the pieces that are on this Park City team, right? if you're recruiting, Bronco, you say, I want tight end, linebacker types. You got a million of these guys in this Park City lineup.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, which is why they can play this interesting coverage and have different guys come in at all sorts of different times.
3:25 to go. That's a false start. False start, and then they'll get it. And then back it up 5 yards.
Man.
Well, just got to hold our water up here. So it'll be 4th down and 19 with 3:21 to go.
Going the wrong way for Roger Dupay's team. Goodness gracious.
When you think of that third quarter, Skyline all momentum just jumped right in the back of Park City, and they've not been able, speaking of Skyline, they've not been able to get it back since halftime.
Man, that Tabarachi touchdown was really just the nail in the coffin, and it's crazy. But they're going to send some dogs after them, or some minors, I guess, and see if they can get to the quarterback again. The worst thing you can do is give him time to get to Austin or their other receivers.
3 minutes to go, 4th down, Fawns. He's going to get rid of it. Doesn't matter. That might have been picked. Byers got the sack, and no, they're not going to give him the pick. But either way, it's a turnover on downs.
But there's some dirty laundry out there, Dusty. Right there. Let's see what's going on.
So if it's a face mask, remember, no automatic first down except for roughing the passer.
Holding is what it is.
Coach Montezigo happy about that.
Intentional grounding.
That is a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. First down, Park City.
So Park City ball after the intentional grounding.
Man. Now this is playing into Park City's hands. They love to run the ball, and not very many timeouts left. 2 timeouts left for Skyline. They can't quite need it. They need at least 1 first down, but that could be the game. Oh, they got the 5 yards,
They
too.
got 5 yards, yep.
Oh, okay. Well, happy day. In the grand scheme of things, that won't matter very much, but...
Because right now it's all clock.
Yeah. But congratulations on getting those 5 yards. Happy day for you.
Hey, you forced the intentional grounding and you're just going to carry it over. I didn't know that you actually assessed it on the loss of down.
I didn't know you did either. The other interesting
Especially
thing...
on a turnover on downs, right?
Yeah, the other interesting thing is that jump off sides by Bunker was a game clincher, honestly, for this Park City team.
Back to Carson Tabarachi, and Carson's going to be dropped
Carson
for a
Tabarachi
loss. And it was Bunker on the stop.
Brought down by Bunker.
And it'll be 2:46 left with the timeout taken. Well, they're going to have holding on Park City. Decline it because the
clock will keep... Whoa. Do you take a timeout here then?
I thought they initially were taking that timeout, but maybe you take it again because you have 2 left. So you're either
Second
spending
and
it
10
early. It
minors
should be.
at the Skyline 49.
I'm not math quick enough. Dane would have that all figured out. Dane would have some sheet and know, and that's what he does all day.
Man.
He's a data guy.
It's definitely not what I do.
No, me neither.
I can't even calculate my sales half the time. Like, I'm pretty sure you owe me a little bit more money here.
I think.
But I'm not sure.
It is Blake Tabarachi in the backfield. They'll give it to Blake.
Whoa!
Oh, mercy. Hall shoots the gap. And the takedown there by Hall. It'll be 3rd down
by Miles Hall.
What did I tell you about Miles Hall? Special player on the defensive side. Even though he does do a great job at wide receiver and all that jazz, if I'm a college coach and I'm watching this kid, I'm like licking my chops, saying, woo, somebody could be special.
Because that ceiling, man, the ceiling super high on a kid like that, especially where the game's heading.
Yep.
He's got quick hips. Can he flip those hips and move?
Well, you see it when he plays wide receiver. You see his quick hips. You see his quick feet. And you see him bursting through the hole like that for a massive tackle for a loss. I mean, that is huge, and that's getting Skyline right back into this game. They can still have the clock with 2:10 left if they go back.
Right. So, yep.
They have to run a play here, Dusty. You're all good.
But no, Moose, it says right there.
Man, I'm living 12 seconds in the future, Dusty. I apologize to our crowd at home. They're like, we all know, Moose. Come back to the presence with us. Live in the moment. Get your red shoes on and be where you need to be. You don't get a sponsorship by Maine. I don't know what's going on here,
giving Lonnie
Dusty.
free stuff. 3rd down and 11. Gonna throw, and it's gonna be Tabarachi, actually, straight quarterback run all the way. And Tabarachi knocked out of bounds. A free
Tabarachi on the
timeout for
keeper.
Skyline. It'll be 4th down and 4.
Run out of bounds by Miles Hall.
As Miles Hall knocks him out of bounds, it'll be 4th and 4 for the Miners.
Man, big down here. Do you trust your offense to get these 4 yards? Or do you punt it?
Get the first down and end it. 2 scores.
Yeah.
Hit the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
Oh, and he's going to punt it. Took his 2 steps back. He took everything he could off of that right there. Get to the ball. Okay.
Oh, like a Phil Mickelson 9-iron. That ball kicked up.
You could see his leg didn't go full extension there. He's just like, give it a little punter.
Well, Slim is still hanging out here. 1 foot out the door. Nunn's hanging around just waiting for the end of the party. But it's a 2-score deficit here for Skyline. They need a field goal or the touchdown, no matter what it is. And they got 2:08 to go.
I was watching some Arizona football, and Bishop Gorman. Why?
Oh, you're talking about Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton. No, I would never watch U of A. What a waste of time.
You're talking Hamilton Gorman?
Yeah, I was talking Hamilton Gorman. Sorry, Arizona high school football. Anyways, they came back. It was a really cool game. Let's watch Skyline.
Let's watch Skyline.
Park City.
Gonna throw over the middle.
Oh, Stone!
It is Stone with the pick. It's Stone with down to 1. Oh, there it is, touchdown!
For a Park City touchdown.
Man,
and there's the dagger.
Stone hands for sure. He has beautiful hands that took him right into the end zone. That might be not the dagger in the coffin, but the rock in the coffin. Wow. Man, beautiful play right there, deflating the hopes and dreams of the Skyline Eagles. With 2 minutes left, looks like Park City did it right, putting the game into Stone's hands.
That's a steal right there. 2 minutes left. And the kick
is good.
2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and it's all Park City as the Miners looking to move on to the 2nd round of the 5A state tournament. You're watching a Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. Two minutes left, and it's all Park City. The Miners going to be moving on.
And that's why you call it a boomstick right there, ladies and gentlemen. 10 yards deep all of a sudden.
The last kick of the night might as well be their best kick of the night.
Yeah, he's going to put that on his huddle for sure.
For sure.
Coach is no wind. I can kick it 10 deep.
For sure. How about the fun today? Westlake and Roy. Westlake gets Roy 30-28. I think it's the first win in the playoffs in Westlake history.
I do not disagree. They had their first Region 4 win this year. Yeah. Coach Wong getting them rolling.
And you get Louis in the playoffs. This is what happens. West beat Granger in their back-to-back against each other at Gene Plaga Stadium, a Carbon Dino legend.
Didn't they play each other last week too?
They did.
Man.
And that was it was a 20-7 lead for Granger in that one. West came back to win it as Fonz fires near side. That pass is complete. It'll be a first down for Skyline.
Whoa, Austin. Calm down there. Just flying all over the place. Or Miles Hall. Did you see that? The cartwheel into the end zone. Or into the out of bounds. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long week for Dusty and a longer week for me, it feels like. Oh, ref's calling a timeout.
The clock right.
Oh, okay.
Clock right.
Set it to 1.
What other games do we have, Dusty?
All right, so Syracuse took care of PG.
Okay.
Layton beat Hunter.
Okay.
Harriman beat Davis. So
Wow.
Coach Harriman took care of business.
Didn't expect that one.
I think I won that in our picks. Kearns leading Fremont 21-17. Game still going. West Jordan, Blink, Clearfield, Riverton all over Cypress is going to fire the outside to pass complete to Hall. He goes back into the field looking for the first down. Still going, and he's got the first down and more.
Unfortunately, even with that great effort, there's a flag on number 65. It's going to be a late hit, well away from the play. He got a takedown. This isn't wrestling season yet. You're almost there, big boy.
We'll keep going through these as how about Bonneville beats Northridge 28-26.
What?
Wasatch took care of Maple Mountain.
Okay.
East beat Cedar Valley.
East beat Cedar Valley? That's actually surprising.
35-7.
Good job, East.
I tell you, Dane beats me in the regular season. I'm pretty good when we get the playoff time. But East took care of them. Alta all over Uinta. Saw that one coming. Good
Not
for your Hawks.
surprising. Hawks
ALTA. HAWK. Box Elder up on Twila 15-6.
Really?
As there's Hall again on that quick hitter. We'll go inside of a minute and a half to go here. Olympus all over Payson. Orem 21-0 on Brighton.
What?
We'll pull that one up here in a second to double check the score. Skyview all over Hurricane. Dixie all over Bear River. Expected that one. Logan beating Cedar City. Crimson Cliffs blinking Mountain Crest is Fonz.
Here we go, Fonz.
Got to roll out, gets away from the pressure. Looking downfield for someone to come unglued, and they do not. And now the sack.
Man,
nowhere to go with the football, folks. People are going to be yelling, throw the ball. I promise you, there was no one to throw the ball to.
No, and it's so chippy down there, too. Hopefully the refs keep this under control. It's getting intense. And looks like another timeout for the Skyline Eagles.
And Skyline takes timeout with 49 seconds. We'll go through some more of the scores. Pineview beating Snow Canyon 24-14.
Didn't see that one.
Didn't see it. Well, actually, I did. I had that one on there.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Dane and I pick against each other every week. So Ogden on leading Manti 34-28. Coach Thompson, I can't cheer any harder. Having my mother go through ALS a year ago. Team Coach Thompson over here is North St. Pete up 37-6 on Ben Lomond. Union beat my Carbon Dinos.
Unfortunate.
21-14. Canyon View and Richfield in the back-to-back bowl there too. Canyon View won at the Horn last week, up 21-14 on Richfield. Miller took care of South Sevier. Delta all over American Leadership. Grand must have forfeited. Providence Hall 41-12 on Judge. Layton Christian sent the Buckaroos home packing in a mean way. North Summit all over Rich, and Parowan all over Gunnison Valley.
Wow. Lots of stuff going on. I love it.
We're going to double check that Brighton Orem score here. Is Fawn's going to get flushed out of the pocket again. Got to throw. Does. Adams bobbles it and then catches it. And now it'll be fourth down if they get the final play off.
It's almost worse to catch that, honestly, because the clock keeps going.
Keep going in.
Man, big down here, and the clock is winding down. So hopefully we get to see some magic from these Eagles. But Park City's been coming after them tough.
Final play of the night. Pressure coming. Rolls near side, now fires backside and short to Adams. And that is a turnover on downs. And Park City will come out to take the knee with 8 seconds to go. And Park City going to move on to the second round, Moose.
Yeah, Park City, they've done a great job. Had a lot of adversity this year. Had about 14 running backs go down, it seems. That's why you've got Carson Tabarachi there. When you've had Max Alford, you've had a lot of guys that have gone down that were key cogs in this Park City team. But they've gone through the adversity and they survive and advance, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, right, Dust?
Absolutely. In the words of Jimmy Valvano, survive and advance.
Man.
It'll be a good one. Well, whoever parks this 5A tournament is going to be just absolutely bonkers.
Man.
We'll get you who their next matchup will be. And if people yell at their screen because they already know it. As there is the knee. And it is Skyline knocking off, or probably Park City knocking off Skyline. And get this,
congratulations to
next
the
week, Park City Bountiful.
Park City
Cottle versus Tabarachi.
That'll be a great game. Corbin Cottle has been a phenomenal running back. He'll go off for 300 yards week in and week out, which is crazy. Every time I pull his stats, it's like, oh yeah, 4 touchdowns, 300 yards. Pedestrian night for him. If he goes for 400, I'm impressed.
Let's get your player of the game here for the
Park City. It's going to be Stone Combs for me. He was phenomenal. That pick 6 to end the game absolutely dashed the hopes of the Skyline Eagles. But I've been impressed with a lot of the players on this Park City team. They're a tight-knit bunch because they're all brothers.
Can I give you mine? Just
yeah,
for fun?
Go for it.
Blake Tabarachi.
I like it.
That was the spark, man. It was 10-6. Tabarachi throws a stinking lightning bolt to Mccurdy. And from there, Park City just absolutely ran ruckshot to finish this game.
Yeah, this Skyline team, they're going to be back when you've got Miles Hall, Bo Tate. You've got some pieces that you can build with. Both quarterbacks. You've got a lot of pieces you can build with coming in this next year. This was unfortunately the last night for Austin Okerwa. Great career for him at Skyline. He was phenomenal, but that's how it is. You got to survive in advance.
And Park City does. Again, our final score, Park City 27, Skyline 10, as they move on to the second round of the state tournament, and we'll have it for you. Lots of coverage coming for you on KSLSports.com, your new online home of all the championships here in Utah High School activities. For Doug Jardine and Moose Bingham, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching a Game Night Live Rewind Game of the Week. Again, congratulations to Park City getting the win at Skyline 27-10.